Was that up? There it is. What's he going on about now? Oh, Rogue Broadcast. I just threw this in the chat. Let's see. Can I go? Yeah, I should be able to go on this. It's Sunday evening, about 15 minutes before midnight rolls around. Nobody's saying is up. Don't care. Well, Rajon's up. Hang on. Let's bring him up real quick. So Nick, and that was Nick. NickSchulander.com, SCHULANER for your marketing needs, which he tried to talk about today. I think he eventually got to it. Here's what happened. So I woke up and he sent I think it was a message in the chat or something saying that he was going to go live and talk about whatever overused marketing buzzwords or whatever. And I guess he was supposed to have people on to do that. But he ends up, and I've gotten dressed and I started driving to my buddy's house to help her with her paint job. That I've been helping her out the last few weeks. I figured I might have that to listen to on the way there. Turns out he still hadn't started it. So what I ended up doing was I sent the message to chat. The first one there, by the way, was, yeah, this has been delayed because of all the trains, because he always talks about fucking trains on my shows and stuff. So it takes him a minute, but he finally gets online like an hour after he's fucking able to start his show, or after he was supposed to, rather. He's got on, I guess, some of his buddies that they're closer to me than they are to him now. They live out this area, and for whatever reason, he sounds like he's got like a bionic voice box attached. Like, it sounds even worse than, I'm gonna imagine what this fucking sounds like. That was the funniest fucking thing. So I'm watching it, but even better, you're like about 2 minutes after he launches the fucking stream, like it just fucking drops off a cliff, like it just goes away. Making this even better. Man, and we talked to, and he held a pretty long live stream last night, talking about marketing, a bunch of other things with his buddies there, of which I joined kind of at the tail end. It's like, it worked just fucking fine. It was like his lighting was fine, like his video was fine, his audio was okay. It was like everything was just fine. And now, like, swear to God, same shit. This is the same shit that happens to me that he makes fun of me about. Literally just fucking happened to him. Well, wait, there's more. He finally got back online, and I got to listen to part of his stuff, and he talked to his friends, including this girl, Cynthia girl, kind of cute, actually. Nick, if you're listening, actually, don't tell her I said hi, but let me know a little bit more about her. Anyways, they were talking back and forth. By that time, I was getting ready to help my buddy, do some sanding and all this shit. So I don't know. It sounded fine. I actually logged it back in about 2 hours later, and they were still going. Apparently, they had a lot more technical issues. I had a whole lot of fun making fun of him, like writing his own damn chats. Yeah, shoe, meet the other foot. Now you know I fucking Phil's, asshole. What the hell just happened? Where did my Bluetooth go? Why did that turn off? Am I still live? What the fuck just happened? Hey, speaking of things going wrong. Oh, Jesus Christ. All right, hang on. Hang on. This is what I get. What the fuck? Turn the fuck back on. Nobody told you to turn the fuck off. No one told you to turn off. What the fuck? Jesus. I'm gonna Nick because you know what? Hell, I got this solved within less than a minute. Who knows if this is gonna happen again? Apparently, it took him a while to do it, and he has more experience on YouTube than I do. Like seriously, go like I have what like 12 subscribers, and most of them are people that I actually listen to. We kind of follow mutually. Nick has a lot more people subscribe to his channel than I do. Yeah, apparently he had quite the shit show there, but he eventually got it done. So good on him for that. His channel again, Nick Shoelander. Just look his name up. I spelled it already. And his site, you know, they talked a lot about marketing and stuff. And well, I'll just be honest, that's one area I am not very strong in. I don't have that much marketing knowledge, so I would have been too much help in that conversation if, you know, anyways. Oh, geez, that still showed up. God, who knows if this is even picking up the fucking mic? Seems like it. I tested it earlier, got away from this, and should be. Anyways, it's not what I'm here to talk about. We're at the, what do you call it? Wrestling, I'm a socialist. Okay, Ray John. You're a socialist that votes for Trump. Somebody square that triangle. By the way, if anyone can figure out what I'm talking about, it's Dragon Ball Z reference, actually. You win the prize. So hopefully you follow me on Twitter. It's the same name, Bacon Comments. And I ran across a screen grab of, I don't know, somebody who's anti-gun because, you know, they don't want to protect their women from being, let's just say, forcefully inseminated by, I don't know, somebody that doesn't like them telling them to put a mask on. I'll just throw that scenario out there. I don't want women to be able to be equal and defend themselves on even terms with men. And so, well, one of the things it said was basically they essentially said that, you know, playing video games kind of is it's almost equivalent, if not equivalent, to training for the real thing. And what I did was I tagged, you know, the usual band of bros, Team Let 'Em Burn, as I call them. I tagged them, and I just put that up there as just like present it without comment. And that sparked a whole fucking conversation I did not see coming. You know? Jeez, even Rajon agrees that's fucking stupid. Rajon does nothing but play video games and probably watching porn. By the way, if you watch porn, that's according to this logic, that's equivalent of getting experience of actually having sex. So you know what to do in the bedroom. But yeah, that sparked the whole conversation. Like, obviously, and here's one of the things I ended up finding out. Now we're talking about using firearms for whatever situation you're going to be using them for, close quarter combat, like in your house, out in the field, whatever. Some people actually think that's a fucking, substitute for real world training, let alone actual combat. And apparently, one of the things I ended up finding out about. Hang on, changing a setting there. This was something else, not this. I play video games and watch pay-per-view fights. And this is a guy who's saying that, that's fucking stupid. When Rage On is saying that you're stupid, that's real fucking telling. Just saying. Anyways. But among all the other talk we had there, which we'll get to some of it, that was something I did not know about. I did not know that there was virtual reality training for, ground combat. Shooting the people in rice lilies or in urban settings or whatever it is. Did not know. I always figured, that kind of training. I got a little bit of that too. We got some urban warfare training, but I didn't know there was like actual VR for that shit. I always figured that was, just straight physical. No, apparently there is. Joe Dolio talked about it. I think Bull Rush talked about it. Drew Bay definitely talked about it as well. Bay.com. Tactical-wisdom.com, by the way. And in Bull Rush, he has his razors. You can find them at etsy.com/shop/Lazarus Razors. He takes razors, he brings them back from the dead, and then he sells them to you. RobSays.net has given a good fucking review, and let's just say I trust Rob for whatever he's saying. Yeah, that was something I did not know was a thing. And of course, at least these guys, they've seen combat. So I trust them to know about this. Like they have the positives of doing like a simulation, but they ain't no substitute really for actual combat or training for it, rather. And so they made their opinions known about that, of which I 100% agree with them. But it got me thinking. This is something that I think Bay actually he wants to make that a topic on Masculine Geek. MasculineGeek.com. Actually, no, let me give you the other one out. That's more important. MasculineGeek.life. Sign up for that newsletter. But when is it actually appropriate for a simulation to be used? Now again, I think everybody here listening to this program can agree that real life actual fucking training that's gonna surpass any simulations. Hopefully we can all agree on that. I'm not saying that VR is better than the real thing. I don't care how sophisticated it is. Hell, for one thing, we were talking about combat. Several people brought it up. Like, guess what? You don't. If you die, you don't get to go back and see how you died, and you don't get to respawn. So there's that fucking distinction there for you. But I think it does actually have its place. And as far as I can tell, everyone else who's like they've been in the military or they're otherwise have to deal with combat scenarios in the private sector or whatever, they're on the same page, I believe. And again, if you guys are listening to this and you're not, if I'm saying something you think is wrong, please let me know. Send me a message, send me an email, comment on this video below. By the way, like this video and comment on it. It helps with the algorithms. I think that's how it's pronounced. But as far as my experience goes, they can be incredibly helpful depending on what you're using them for. And I have a couple examples. One might seem to contradict the other one, but hear me out here. Let's go with the first one. Flight sims. That's what I was going to use for the thumbnail for this. And I might be able to do that later. I'm not sure. I'll figure that out. Do you win championship belts in combat? No, you don't. You walk away. That's your belt. You walk away. Ray John's asked me someone in the chat. But I've been playing with air combat video games and simulators up to actually the ones where you're sitting there and you get like the 3D experience there. I've been in those. Not any ones that are too specific, too sophisticated, but good enough. Now, a lot of people don't know this about me because I don't know. Honestly, I don't ever think about bringing it up. But I actually learned, and by the way, one of my best skills is driving. We're going to be talking about that in a moment. I actually learned how to fly a plane before I learned how to drive a car. And part of that is because I took the time to actually figure out how planes fly. That is what a simulation will tell you how to do. We talk about like transportation, let alone combat via transportation. And this is something I brought up actually, literally before my first flight ever. You want to know what simulation I was using? Go ahead, take a guess. If you follow me on Twitter at Making Comments, you probably already know because I made mention of it there. If you guess Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, also known as one of the only goddamn Grand Theft Autos where you can actually physically fly a fucking plane or a helicopter around, you win a prize, specifically the Cessna. I still remember I had the cheat code to get the Harrier jump jet, and I was using that to go fly into an airport to go steal a Cessna so I could practice, taking off, flying around. And by the way, a separate skill landing the fucking thing. Microsoft Flight Simulator. I've used that as well. That's an old one, by the way. I don't know if they still have actually, I'm pretty sure they have newer flight simulators now, and they probably have like the 787s and Airbus A380s and all that stuff. Yeah, I've flown those as well. By the way, again, San Andreas. They not only had the fighter jets, and not only had the Cessnas, and not only had the seaplanes. By the way, if you've played Vice City, that's the only actual fixed wing aircraft you could fly there. Yeah, they had the big actual like commercial jets that you would find on Microsoft's Flight Simulator. And by the way, gameplay aside, pretty fucking accurate as far as the actual mechanics of how they flew. Now, if you're playing it with how it looks if you're flying it from behind or something, which you would not be doing if you're actually flying a plane, that's a little bit different. The control surface is maybe a little bit different. But, as far as the actual mechanics, it actually fucking works. Hello, Nick. Welcome to the Rogue stream. I thought you were asleep.
Not quite yet. You might want to put on some headphones. I hear an echo.
Hang on a second. Well, you're hearing an echo because you're coming through the speaker. Give me a second. Rage has 100+ hours on that. Yeah, good for him.
On GTA 5. Good on you, Ray John.
There we go. By the way, yes, I did have fun. Making fun of you at your damn show there.
Right,
finally, it happened. Hey, it finally fucking happened to you, asshole. Making fun of me for like what feels like years now. Now you're dealing with the same shit that I fucking had to deal with for like the entire time I've been fucking broadcasting. Hey,
yeah,
what's it like feeling like that, asshole?
Well, at least I live stream when sane people are actually awake.
That's true. I got other shit to do when sane people are awake, though. That's the thing. Sometimes including sleep. You're aware of the topic, though, right?
Nah, what, did you just shit on my live stream for the last 20 minutes?
No. Actually, I hopefully I did a pretty good job of telling people why they should go to nickshoelander.com or your live. No, I actually had a lot of good things to say about it. I mean, I spent a few minutes just kind of making fun of the last 12 hours or so, but I mean, hey, you got more subscribers than safetyphd.com, by the way.
Dude, I
a lot more. Hey, don't care. Got laid. Doesn't matter. Reality is you got them. Hey, and they tune in. That's something I noticed too.
Well, I got more views on that live stream than I usually got. That's because Cynthia and Drayshawn tweeted it out to like their group of digital marketers.
Whatever works, man. Whatever fucking works. By the way, in case anybody's wondering, if they're wondering why it looks like Nick's name is a fucking license plate in Montana, that's his call sign on what is it, ham radio or whatever the fuck it's called.
Yep, that's my call sign. KJ7 Pizza Hut.
Pizza Hut. All right.
Hey, one of the
the
people I talked to on the radio actually pointed that out. I didn't like this call sign at first, but I don't know. It's kind of grown on me in the week or so since I've had it.
Ray John says my audio's gotten worse. Look, that's what happens when I have other people on.
Yeah, CB radio. Bacon turns into a CB radio.
You know what? Again, I'm gonna keep soldiering on. Look, I don't have the fucking time. Don't worry, I've actually got several different headsets that I'll be getting at some point. We're gonna test out all of them. Dude, I'm gonna be lord of the fucking headsets here. Like, I will know which every fucking headset, which one works best for which scenario.
Right.
Okay. Hey, the headset I'm working out, it works good for solo, but whenever I have guests on or whatever, the quality drops. Okay, we switch to this headset.
All right.
Okay.
Ray John wants to know what his call sign is. This is an American call sign. I'm not sure what the rules are for Canadian call signs, but I'm gonna guess yours would probably be K7GAY.
That's a good one. You should hold on to that.
By
the way, it sounds proprietary because it's only 5 characters. It's not 6 like yours.
Well, basically, what happens, I don't know if it's like this in Canada, but I'd imagine it is.
It's Canada here on this broadcast, by the way.
Yeah. But basically, I don't know what it's like in Canada. But in the U.S.,
there we go.
In the U.S., when you take your test and you pass, the government just randomly assigns you a call sign that nobody else is using. If you don't like it, you can apply for what's called a vanity call sign. That is where you can select your own call sign as long as, 1, it follows the format of a call sign, like 2 letters, a number, and 3 letters. So it has to follow that format, and also it has to be unique, like nobody else can be using it.
All right.
So,
did you see his new one?
6'9" MMA.
Now, I don't think he, like most things that Rajon does, I don't think he thought that through. But last I checked, most MMA matches, they have the same gender as opponents. So I don't know what Rajon is really into there, but I'm gonna take a wild fucking guess looking at this.
I'm just gonna stick with KI7GAY. As far as I'm concerned, that's Rajon's call sign.
That's better than the one he came up with.
Or KJ7DOT.
Oh God. Don't remind me of the fucking DOT right now. All right.
No, it's not DOT. It's dot. As in dot, not feather.
No, God. Oh, there we go. All right.
Or case. Oh wait, Rajon has an idea. K7SEX.
Yeah, because that's gonna fly with the FCC. Okay.
Or whatever the Canadian equivalent is.
It's just called the government there.
All right.
Keep in mind, they didn't fight back against the crown. They just kind of went with it.
Yep. Oh wait. Oh, I got it. S1MP.
Who knew you could have so much fun with call signs? As far as ham radio goes.
Yeah, people get creative with their call signs. A lot of older hams like to have vanity call signs that match their initials. Like one of the guys I met in Coeur d'Alene last week.
That violates the shut your trap dough. By the way, that violates that martial art. Not too much, but it does. Shut your trap. Basically, don't give out any information that doesn't need to be given out.
Oh yeah. But basically,
Rajon, that wouldn't work. That's two numbers.
That's 2 numbers. Well, you could change the 5 to an S. That would probably work.
Good luck getting that past the FCC.
Well, just say that your name is like, you know, that. Just say that NIS is your initials.
Which you probably could, actually. I told you about, just related, but it's related to the plates thing. I actually had the idea of
Ray
getting
John, it would probably be RA1ON or something like that.
Let me see something real quick. I don't know if I can put this out there. Wasn't able to put something in. Wasn't able to put like a picture in the chat before.
You can share your screen and do that, but you can only do that if you're on a computer.
Oh fuck! I thought I did it. Hey, man.
Don't think so. Well, I don't see the option to do it on my phone.
God damn it. All right, well, fine. Never mind. You're just gonna have to believe me on this one. Let me put it back. There you go. This was actually pretty early, like into my driving career, I guess you could put it. I came across this Ford Escape. You want to know what the license plate was?
Oh, what? You came across a what?
It was a Ford Escape. It was parked in front of a restaurant I was picking an order up from.
Okay. What was?
And
okay,
I brought this up with the Department of Licensing because.
Dude, I'm sorry. Look at Ray John's comments with the call signs.
There you go. You know what? There you go.
UD1CK. Oh,
that's
man.
pretty funny. No, but
oh wait, B0NER. Oh god, dude.
And we're demonetized.
So, like always, dude. Ray John, you should take your test for your license just so you can see what you can get away with when doing a vanity call sign.
Dude, hey, once I get some money, I'd pay to fucking see that shit happen.
Oh man. K9.
But I went in to do my that actually is a pretty good one. I like that one.
Oh man.
But I went to get my registration renewed and all that stuff, and I asked I didn't do it, but I asked, like, is this vanity plate available? And what it was 0 fucks given. Like 0F, what was it? FKS GVN. That's what I came up with. And the lady was like, I don't know if that's okay, but then I showed her this plate that I took a picture of this. It was on the back of a Ford Escape. By the way, I don't think those characters are going to be allowed.
Yeah.
So I have to be NA. And you know what the plate that I showed her was? Hail
What?
Satan. HAILS, the number 8 and the N. I shit you not.
That's fucking funny. Let's see.
I couldn't make this up if I fucking tried, man. As I've been saying for like the last 4 or 5 months, I could not make this shit up.
Oh wait. C. Oh wait, here's one for your age on C0CK.
Here we go. Wait, what was it?
C0CK.
Oh Jesus.
Or no, D1CK. You can do that one too.
No, D1CKS. You have to have 5 letters, I guess, up there.
No, you can do a 4-letter. Like one of Like one of the contacts I made was K7LL. So under certain circumstances, you can have a 4-letter call sign.
Now, does the number actually have to be the second character, or can it be just kind of anywhere
It's the
in
second.
the call sign?
It's the second or third character.
Okay. I guess it's a little more leeway.
It's either like my format. There's 2 letters. The most common one is 2 letters, a number, and then 3 letters, like mine. You can also have you can also have 1 letter, a number, and then 3 letters. And then, or you could also have 1 letter, a number, and then 2 letters. But the most common one is 2 letters, a number, then 3 letters.
All right, I got another one I thought of. Not call sign with this because I don't know any. I know what I know about the ham radio thing through you exclusively, but as far as the license thing goes, there's another
wait!
plate I ran across.
I got it. H0RNY.
Oh God, go.
Dude, you should rename this episode "The Messing Around with Radio Call Signs."
Probably gonna have to. I still got shit to get through, actually. By the way, but let's keep going here. I got one for you, actually. This is. By the way, let's make this even worse. Now, this was
F3,
the next door neighbors.
F3TSH.
We'll have that for Aaron Clary or Gary Dino. Look at Ray John lighting up the fucking chat with these.
These fucking call signs.
It's a good one, but it's probably like the creepiest version of a good one ever.
What?
This is my next door neighbor, who I was about 23, 24 or something, while we were interacting with each other. He had to be in his late 30s. To make it better, the house he lived in, it was a second-story place that was owned by his mom. So he's in his late 30s. He lives at home. He's driving a Volkswagen Corrado, by the way. Look it up.
Can't. I'm on my phone.
Don't worry about it. It's an old Volkswagen. It's actually a pretty cool car, actually. And I remember he had the modification, like he actually had the like the fire trucks, like their sirens. It does that. He had that installed for his actual alarm. You know what his plate said? Keep in mind, this guy is in his late 30s. Which I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I just would not be putting this on a plate. Here's his call sign. QTRU818. QTRU18. I shit you not.
Oh my God.
And this is a California plate, by the way. You would think you might not be able to get away with that there. Oh no, they fucking did that. Look at Ray John's new one, by the way.
D1 LDO.
Bull Rush is up. Hey, Bull Rush. We're actually talking about simulations versus the real thing. If you want to jump in here, let me know.
What the fuck are you doing up, Bull Rush?
Hang on, let me see if I can send him the
It should be
give
in
me
the
a second.
chat. The link is in the chat, and he's in the chat, isn't he?
I don't know. We're gonna fucking find out.
Well, can you still hear me?
Oh yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, cool.
Well, let's do this. I'm gonna put that. Let's see if I can put that in the chat, and hopefully you can join us. I wanted to talk about simulations versus reality. Oh, he's making razors. Okay.
Thought so.
It makes sense. Again, hey, for anyone who's
No!
listening, Etsy.com/shop/Lazarus Razors. I already gave him this. It's going to sound like deja vu, but I'm going to do it again. He takes razors, brings them back from the dead, and then he sells them to you for pretty much a fucking fire sale. You should be paying far more for your razors, your straight razors rather, than you're getting them from him. And this guy takes his time making sure they're very fucking good. How do I know that? I've heard the testimonials from Rob Says and Vince and all the other people who have gotten the razors from him, and they have had nothing but positive feedback from that. Nick, whatever the hell you're crumpling there, it was coming over the mic. No, Bull Rush, if you're up for it, hey, come into the chat. Because I did not know that there was actually, like ground things for that. All right, hang on. All right. Hello, Bull Rush. Welcome to the Rogue chat, I guess. Wherever the fuck I called it. Did I lose my audio again? I probably lost my audio again. No, it's working. Bull Rush is doing things in the background. Anyways. But no, that's what I wanted to talk about tonight. Now, I have my own experience with some simulations, one involving, actual aviation, the other one involving driving, particularly racing. So I can talk about that. If you guys have any input that you want to put in there, you guys can go ahead and do that before I start flapping my gums. Where is everyone?
I got nothing on my end.
I can hear you just fine. Bull Rush, I can't hear you at all. Oh, God. All right. There's probably something on my end. Give me a second.
Hang on. What the fuck? Turn the fuck on, asshole! There we go. Cool. Alright, it should be good. Wait, what the fuck? Why is my Bluetooth not turning on? Alright, I gotta go in the fuck settings. Oh my god, really? Great, this is what I have to do right in the middle of the fucking show. Okay, yeah, let's do that.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I can hear your for whatever reason you're coming over the fucking, what do you call it? The speaker, but you're not coming through the headset, which means everyone else can hear you, but I can't hear you.
It means your headset's full.
Oh my god. It's connected and it's not working. You gotta be shitting me. There we go. It should be fine now. Yeah, you're still coming through. Hang on a second. Let's do this.
All right, I can hear Bull Rush. Nick, turn your mic back on. Nick, turn your mic back on.
Did you fall asleep?
I don't know what he did. He was laying down or something. Okay, I can hear you just fine now. Ray Johnson, technical issue. Please hold the fuck on. Yeah, pretty much every fucking episode is going to do that. Every single one. By the time I've got things done, like I'm going to have like 500 fucking headsets here, and like maybe half of them will fucking work. All right.
Did it just get dark in here?
Bull
You got dark and quiet.
Dark and quiet, yeah.
All quiet.
Well, Bull Rush, I'm glad you're here, actually. So, what I wanted to talk about, we were talking about other things, but what I wanted to talk about was, I did not know, now there are simulations for, flying airplanes, small and big, obviously, and anything in between. There's simulations for driving, there's simulations for racing and all this stuff. Those are the two that I have experience with. I did not know there was an actual, a VR, whatever. Nick, what the hell are you doing?
Oh, shit. Here, I'll mute myself while I'm doing it.
All right, you do that. But I did not know there was actual VR. I guess I probably should have fucking known, but I didn't know there was anything like that for, the Marine Corps, of all the fucking military services. How much do you know about that?
Not much. Whenever I was in there, it was the early 2000s. So whatever simulations they had were probably not that great. Now they had stuff for like technical, related to technical stuff, like flying airplanes and shit like that. They've had that stuff like that. As far as like CQC kind of stuff, I never saw it. We would go and we would have like these houses that we would practice in. Those were the simulations. We didn't have any electronic simulation or anything like that.
Well, if you're going to the houses, though, that means you're physically doing the training. You're not relying on actual software.
Yeah, because here's the problem with that, and I brought it up inside that tweet, was that you can you're not gonna a virtual reality or simulation, whatever the hell it is, whatever form it is, it cannot accurately relay stuff like being inside a low light situation or near dark situation, like you would be in a house with no fucking lights.
I remember bringing this up. Yes,
and
you're 100% right.
That's going to be different. How you move and stuff around furniture and structures and stuff like that is going to be different, and how you because you also have to handle your weapon and stuff at the same time, and you're also having to be aware of your surroundings, stuff like that.
Right, and it's going to be different depending on we're talking about this will be urban. I guess we're talking about if we talk about like different environments like desert or woodlands or shores or whatever. That's going to be different there. But if we're talking about urban, that's probably the most.
But that stuff's not replicable.
That's probably the most fluid one you could think of, because now you're dealing with people. You're dealing with people's house. You got to kick in the front door. Okay, now everybody's house is set the same fucking way. Okay, you kick in this front door, even if like it's in my old neighborhood, like LA is a lot like this, Inglewood is a lot like this. A lot of the houses are built the same fucking way. There's some idiosyncrasies between them, but they're built a lot the same way. The kitchen's on this side. The front door leads to the living room on this side. There's a den on the back. There's the bedrooms in this side. There's a lot of that's the same, but people are going to set it up a different fucking way. And you have to deal with all that kind of thing, all those kinds of things going in.
Well, the thing about CQC fighting inside buildings and stuff like that is that you have to be very aware of angles and stuff, angles of attack and stuff like that, and cover versus damn, I forget what they call it. Cover versus having actual something in front of you that stops bullets. But yeah,
Visible cover versus actual like armor kind of cover, like it would actually stop whatever's being
like
fired at you.
Drywall is not cover. You know, a wall. Most walls in the house are not covered. They're not going to prevent a bullet from going through it and hitting you probably. But anyway, it's everyone. I mean, it's obvious that every structure has a different layout. The main thing you do is whenever you're going into these kill houses, we call them kill houses. You go in a kill house to practice and to simulate. You're mainly doing it to practice the geometry and stuff inside the house and how you deal with different layouts and stuff around corners. You know, maybe the fucking place got a spiral staircase. You don't know. But whenever you go see
a very dangerous place to find yourself, by the way.
It is a very dangerous environment because the thing is that it is a 360-degree killing environment. You can get hit from any direction, anywhere. It's not like on flat ground where it's a two-way rifle range. You know, you have multi-level structures and stuff. People can shoot you from up top, down below.
Right. And last I checked, you know, most of those kind of stairways to heaven, pun intended, the actual like railings, they don't provide any cover at all. No, they're pretty fucking open.
Yeah, it's wide open. And
so that's something to take into consideration.
With all that stuff going on, you still have to have the situational awareness in the back of your mind of where all of your team is. So in the instance that
often overlooked, you're right.
One of your guys doesn't pop out in front of you, you think it's a bad guy, and you shoot him. And you just iced your buddy instead of a bad guy because you did not have the situational awareness to remember where he was at.
You bring up a very good point. Actually, I'm glad I have you on this.
That's
something I didn't think about.
That's why I knew that tweet was bullshit. Whoever wrote that was bullshit because that shit takes time to develop. You don't develop that over a damn video game.
Wait,
it's impossible.
No.
Bull Rush. What was the tweet you're talking about?
I don't have it up. It's
like, what did it say?
I'll see if I can find it. Hang on.
Basically, it was about someone was bragging. Someone had been bragging that because they played a bunch of Halo and shit like that they went to
Halo loves the fucking programs.
They went to a civilian CQC training course, and the course instructor, he said that the person that wrote it said the course instructor thought he was like special forces and shit, and the guy and the person writing told him that no, he's never done it before. He played a lot of Halo or whatever the fuck it was, and he's basically blowing a bunch of smoke up people's ass. And then
now I'm going to say this one thing. There's one thing that I could think of that actually would help, and the only thing I could say would help, and I don't even think this is even directly. This would not translate directly into combat experience or training, whatever. Is reaction time, because if you play like Call of Duty, you play Battlefield or whatever. Reaction time is damn near everything. Like, if you're like a millisecond behind somebody, then you're fucking dead on there. That's the only benefit I could think of, aside from, seeing how people reload, like, different rifles, like the M4, or the AR-15, or the AK, or the hand things or whatever. There's that.
You can just get physical
but
practice.
But that's about it.
You don't need like a multi-$1,000 simulator to practice shit like that. You can sit inside your home and do that. That's what I do. Just
you're right. Dry fire.
And do dry fire and holster drills. That's how you can improve your time. You sit there with a damn time.
By the way, I'll be honest. I'm behind on that. I'm looking. I'm trying to find it now.
Why am I not surprised?
It was from Tactical Review, I believe. Humans actually believe this. I'm looking at. I'm trying to find it on my other device. I don't know if you're gonna look up. No, that's someone else. Oh yeah, they found the guy.
If you become a victim of the boog, I'm gonna be very disappointed in you.
So am I. And I'm the one that's getting myself into it.
Yeah, I know.
Don't worry, I'm keeping my distance. Trust me, I know what
If
the fuck I'm doing.
You don't want me getting a headstone for you. Here lies bacon. He's been fried.
He fried himself.
Bacon got his bacon fried. The end.
Oh my god.
I award you no points.
When did I send this out? Was that this morning, I think?
I think it was like early this morning or something. I don't know.
Okay. All right. That helps.
Here lies bacon. He couldn't save his bacon.
That's right.
Here lies the bacon we couldn't save. Hang on. I'm trying to find it. Dude. Sorry,
and then Ray John just draws graffiti on it.
Oh god. Yeah, that's what I will believe.
Yeah, I'd probably be the one to draw.
Where the fuck is it? Wait a minute. Maybe I'm looking at the wrong thing. Okay, let me go tweets and replies.
Oh, dude, you know what I'd draw on your gravestone? Turkey bacon.
Oh, fuck you, asshole. That's... hey, them's fighting words, man. The hell? Hang on, I'm going to go through the likes because I'll be able to find it through there. Here we go. Yes, what you're referring to is called training scars. By the way, I never heard it put that way. Now that you mention it.
Yeah. They're called training scars. It's stuff that you learn over time that ends up messing you up. It's just like bad technique and form and stuff like that. But we learn it over time. Some of it can't be avoided, you know. Like if you change over to a new, like say you start shooting a new rifle or a new carbine, and it's a different setup and completely it's a different gun. Like the way you run that gun is going to be a little bit different than what you normally run. So in order to run that gun more efficiently or as efficiently as you can, you're going to have training scars from handling the old gun as much as you did. So you're going to have to retrain yourself all over again.
Right. No, you're 100% right. I found it. Nick, I sent it to you on Twitter. Or at least I mentioned to you on that, I think.
All right.
See if you can find it.
Yep,
it's from tactical-reviews.com. This is back in August 28th, so a couple days ago.
And you know
that's what started this whole fucking conversation. And again, you know what? I'm so glad. One of the best decisions I've had was getting back on Twitter, because a lot of the shit that I've got magazine, Bull Rush there, you know, obviously everyone else, Rob Says, Masking Geek, everyone else, Collapsitarian, all that stuff, like just finding shit like this. And then this snowballing into pretty much this conversation, you know, just all of us talking about this kind of stuff. You know, I learned more from this, like this week than anything else. I really have. To be completely honest with you, like there's some shit that I learned that I probably should have fucking known beforehand.
Well, I mean,
I'm glad I did it.
Because you know, like Joe Dolio, he trains martial arts and knife fighting and shit. I've been training people.
Tactical-wisdom, by the way. Tactical-wisdom.com.
I've been training people on how to use handguns for several years, ever since I've been out of the military. I used to have a part-time job at a local gun range over here, instructing classes and stuff.
Awesome! I didn't know that.
Yeah, I don't do it anymore, but I stopped doing it
You do it any less.
a few years ago. Got laid a lot.
Important.
Though.
That's important. That's an important distinction. A lot of people say they don't do it anymore. Do you do it any less?
I don't do it at all. But I like.
All right.
I really enjoyed the all-girl instruction class though.
Really?
Yeah, because one night out of the week there was an all-girl class, so I was able to get a bunch. I got a bunch of phone numbers and sources out of that.
Okay. I see where you're coming at with that. There we go. Nick, were you able to get that picture?
Yeah, I'm looking at it.
Can you post it?
Where did it go?
Because I'm still a novice at this whole fucking StreamYard thing. That would actually make it better for people. I still have my own fucking simulation experiences to talk about. That's why I did this.
It doesn't have anything to do with MK Ultra, does it? Because if it does, I'm gonna have to.
No, it doesn't.
Okay.
No, it doesn't. Honestly, dude, I'll be honest with you. I've heard of it. Like, I heard about that like a long time ago. I still don't know what the fuck that's about.
It's supposedly a government program it's a CIA program. They started back in the 60s or 70s.
MK Ultra?
Yeah.
Wasn't that like a mind control thing, or
Yeah, it
like
was
experimenting with hallucinogenic drugs or something
they
like
were
that?
they were pumping people full of LSD and see if they could like see what was like. It wasn't like telling the future. It was more like current, being able to basically spy. They called it remote spying.
Kind of what's going on in somebody's head, basically. You'll be able to remotely access what they were perceiving, I'm guessing.
At the time, doctors thought that LSD, the drug LSD, was able to augment our mental capabilities to the point that we could like fucking see what was like, tell what was going on in countries 2,000, 3,000 miles away from us. When in reality, all it really did was just get people really fucking high. So
Lucy in the Sky,
like most
diamonds,
drugs,
bro.
And they thought they could like they also thought they could like use LSD to control people's minds and shit. Which
they can do that, but that's a different discussion entirely.
They would have gotten a lot further with heroin, in my opinion, but or just some regular crack rock.
All right, well, I'll get what I had to say out of the way, and
CNN
then
is MK
all of
Ultra.
you guys can tell me what you think about it. CNN is MK Ultra. Oh Jesus,
that's pretty much.
How is there sex simulations, dude?
What now?
That? He said there's sex simulations. I'm like, how? Like,
really advanced sex dolls, I
guess. How do you simulate a girl's vagina? And how
well, that's not what I was talking about. That's something that Rajon came up with, not me.
It's not the same. Like, yeah,
I mean, there are dolls, so you pretty much...
I haven't tried a doll, so I don't know.
Dolls with... I don't know, dolls... Well, there was this one book I read that takes place in the 2040s. And basically what they used there was a sex doll.
Take another shot.
VR.
You're going to need it. Jesus Christ.
I don't know, so probably something like that, if I had to take a guess.
Sounds good. Oh, some homo shit.
All right. I cannot speak to the sex part of this because I don't know. We'll have to have Rajon do his own fucking show on how the sex doll thing fucking works.
Who?
As far as my
Rajon,
that's the guy who's commenting.
Yeah, he's gonna have to like bring his doll on and fucking show us.
He could do a collab with Turd Flinging Monkey.
Jesus
Oh,
Christ. Is he
Jesus.
still on? Is he still on YouTube?
I don't know.
I think so.
I don't
Well,
know.
let's go check.
You check. I don't follow.
I listened to his stuff about 3 years ago. It was making sense until he
I've
started.
never heard any of his stuff actually.
Until he
I've heard he's good.
He is, but like, then he said he knows his shit. It's just whenever he starts going into like taking women's voting rights away and shit, he loses me, man, because like it's not gonna happen. The Simp Legion is too great, you know. You're never gonna get that. That's never gonna happen. So figure something else out. I mean, yeah, you can like be mad and like take your ball and go home, but I mean, you're not making a statement or anything. You're just giving up. It's like do whatever you want, man.
No, you're 100% right. And by the way, I've been on a kick about that. Where the hell did Nick go?
I don't know.
Oh, jeez. All right, I guess
Well,
you
I
would
mean,
go find him. Hang on. There we go. I got him back.
I mean, you can.
No, you're right.
You can be mad about the situation, or you can choose to adapt to it.
You're
Okay?
right, and you're 100%. You are 100% right there, Bull Rush. And
God, here we go.
well, I was gonna build on Bull Rush's point, but what does Nick have here?
I thought you were gonna make.
Actually,
you're gonna make a point. About
let me make the
die
point real
hole
quick.
again. Oh God.
No, not the die hole. No, it's not about that. No, we're talking like the repeal of 19th or whatever amendment it is there that women are using to fuck things over. It's like, okay, I make the point that this is why repeal of the 19th is a thing now. I make it a point to make it like that. I'm not saying I'm in support of that. To be in support of that will be to set the precedent that all the fucking amendments are A-okay to fucking, repeal. So I don't fucking support it, in case anybody was fucking wondering. I'm just highlighting why that's a thing. That's the only reason I'm doing it. Okay,
Well,
women are okay with getting rid of their own fucking rights. That's why it's a thing. I'm not saying that it's a good fucking thing. I'm just saying that's why it's a thing.
Well, I think they should.
That's all I'm saying.
They probably need to reform voting laws around here, especially with people that don't pay into the system and stuff like that. Like if you're a chronic user of the government cheese, you shouldn't be allowed to vote because it's a conflict of interest, you know. Like if you're not a net payer into the tax system in this country, you shouldn't be allowed to vote. You know.
I agree with that. I disagree with having a whole fucking state anyways, but if we're going to work with that, what you said actually makes sense. You should have skin in the game.
Yeah.
I think Aaron Clary talked about having, maybe you only vote if you have property.
The land requirement that we used to have.
Exactly.
Well, yeah, if you own land, if you own property, that's one thing. If you own a business, yeah, Now, if you own property and you're not living there,
I wouldn't say business.
You wouldn't say business?
Yeah, because it's. I mean, if they have a business, they probably have
business is
property
even better.
as well.
I mean, there's one thing to just live here. There's another thing entirely to have a fucking business. Which, by the way, I'm going to take a wild guess. If you have a business, you kind of live off of it.
Yeah. But the thing is,
so you have more skin in the game there as well.
Unless that government or unless that business of yours is getting supported by the government or something like that in some way, because there is corporate, there's such a thing as corporate welfare, so it's not just for plebs.
By the way, corporations, guess what makes that possible? It ain't private.
Oh yeah. Well, that's the problem. Like
Corporations.
in any industry, in any industry, the main problem always starts whenever you have a government start getting into it. That's what happened with Medicare and Medicaid. That's why our that's why our healthcare system's so jacked up is because of of Medicare and Medicaid and shit. Because the federal government decided to get their fingers into it. They should have left it alone, you know.
Well, that's not what the federal government does. They always
Yeah,
have to get their fingers in something.
well, yeah,
They always have to.
yeah, they need to go back to laissez-faire capitalism and just let shit, you know. But there's too many
And
interesting
then,
parts.
and all of us know that's not going to happen.
No,
It should happen. What you're saying is what should happen, Bull Rush, but it's not what's going to happen.
yeah, and it's the same way with healthcare. It's the same way with colleges now, and you know, colleges used to be fairly cheap to go to. Like you can get a part-time job and pay for tuition.
Well,
You can't do that shit no more.
well, they were only really affordable for kind of like a little bit.
Yeah,
It used to be really expensive. Then there was the GI Bill, but then it started going back up again.
right.
You guys know why the GI Bill came around?
Yeah, because the government was getting involved again.
Well, hang on, Bacon. Why?
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
No, Bull Rush actually laid it out.
I thought you had a deeper story, but okay.
And then
It's not that deep, really. No, Bull Rush actually put out because the government put it out. And
Yeah.
guess which programs got fucking railroaded for the GIs? If you guess the socialist programs, you win a prize. Now, other programs probably got put in there too. Maybe there was some like trades or something, but the people who say that socialism or communism, it survived being in Russia and it got transferred to the U.S., they're right. And that's one direct way that it fucking happened.
Pretty much.
well, it's like with healthcare. It started back in the '60s with healthcare. The government started getting involved with Medicare and Medicaid. Medicaid is for the states, and Medicare is for
I
retired.
thought Medicaid was for the black people.
Yeah,
That's the only people I ever hear like actually talking about it.
yeah. There's a
Where's
lot
my
of people,
Medicaid?
yeah, there's a lot of people that get it, but it's basically government subsidized healthcare for poor people, and you know, when they started getting into that, well, first off, whenever they first got into it, they implemented the programs wrong, and the doctors started taking advantage of them. They started taking advantage of the government by jacking up their prices, you know, for their services and shit. And then
Well, of course they did. I don't blame them. You know, they can raise their prices, so I don't blame them for doing that.
Yeah, which funny enough.
Well, no, I mean, when I say they raised their prices, I mean it was ridiculously high. Like doctors were charging 3 and 4 times their normal rate for their services, because at the time the federal government had no oversight. They would just pay the bills until finally.
Exactly. That's my point. They can raise it as much as they fucking want.
They did. So what happened was in the '70s, after they started doing the federal government started doing some audits of the Medicare and Medicaid. They're like, hey, we're losing a shitload of money here, like billions of dollars. And so they started looking back, and they figured out, well, these doctors are overcharging us. So then they went back to the doctors and like, look, we're going to have to implement a global cap on your services. Like you can only charge so much. You can't go and you can't charge any more after that. Even if it's legit, you know, if you have if you're in a patient in a hospital, and they have pneumonia, for example, and it normally costs $3,000 for that hospital to take care of that pneumonia, and that's what they. But let's say if there's a complication or something, and it took longer, or even if there wasn't a complication, it just took longer because fucking reasons, and it ended up being like $5,000. Well, they're only still getting $3,000 paid to them by the government, so they have to eat that $2,000. So guess what? Guess what the hospital does in order to make that up? They pass it on to the other people that are in the hospital. In the
Of course
other
they do.
Yeah, they're not going to go. They're not going to go broke. You know, healthcare in this country is it's an industry like anything else. It's there to make money.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that's basically in a nutshell how the federal government fucked up healthcare in this country.
Yeah, which honestly, the only
And by the way, there's more to that actually than what Bull Rush laid out. And by the way, Bull Rush laid a lot down there for you guys to think about.
Yeah, I'm gonna guess the only.
But there's even more to that than even he talked about.
Yeah, there's details and stuff, but that's I just explained like a 60 or 50, 60-year span of what's been going on, and you're seeing it now inside. You're seeing the exact same behavior inside colleges now.
Yeah, dude. Well, here's the thing. That's what I was gonna say. So I'm gonna guess that just like college, the only realistic way things are gonna get better is for us to consciously make it worse.
Yeah, pretty much.
Operation Evil.
Pretty much. That's why I say right now college isn't too expensive, it's too cheap. If we really want to fix anything, we got to basically make colleges raise the tuition. It's pretty much the give them enough rope strategy.
Yeah, I mean,
that's what I'm doing with a lot of people now these days.
You would think with the price of tuition already what it is, you would think that, God, man, I mean, because you got people paying like $80,000 for a goddamn degree, and it's not even like a STEM degree.
Well, it's not quite that, at least not at Wazoo. At Wazoo, it's not quite that bad, but yeah.
But it's still pretty bad, man. It's like the numbers, like if a rational person
looked at it
and they'd be like, that's kind of weird. You're having me pay $50,000 for a degree that I'm going to go into an industry, I'm going to be making $30,000. You know, that's why I've always been like a big proponent of blue collar jobs or, skilled labor positions, carpentry and stuff like that. Because everyone's going to need like a carpenter or a handyman. You're always going to need HVAC.
You're right.
You're
100% right.
You're always going to need diesel tech, auto tech, airplane mechanic, shit like that, man. I mean, it's not like blue collar jobs completely left this country. It's just people need to learn to, goddamn, get a toolbox. I don't know.
No, all it did was shift. That's all it did. It just shifted.
Well, we shipped out manufacturing jobs for the most part, and that was going to happen anyway.
Yeah, but there's still
not even that.
But there's still
not even that.
There's still skilled labor positions though, like I said, carpentry,
woodworkers, probably
barbering. Those are skills that you learn that you can take them anywhere in the world, really. Those are the best kinds of skills to have. The ones they can't take away from you.
Exactly. Bull Rush is 100% correct.
Being a doctor,
and that's what I wanted to highlight here. What was it? I don't even remember what the fuck I was going to talk about.
Gunsmithing. That's another skilled labor position.
That is.
That's
reloading rounds.
Well, yeah, it's part of that too. But I mean, that's $50, $60 an hour for your work, for your time. Once you get out of armor school, you start charging people $50, $60 an hour for your labor. Yeah. That's not even part.
Well, can I get my? Let me do this real quick, and then you guys can talk about whatever you want. That's fine. I had no problem with that. Let me get this out real quick. Just my own experiences as far as the Sims goes. Now, I have my own experience. Let's just take the flying experience. I've done the actual flight simulations and all that stuff. Where when was it? I think it was an F-16, but I can't remember. I know how to fire up and fly one of those things, basically.
Closest thing I've ever been to a simulator is Ace Combat Zero on PlayStation. That was pretty cool.
That's one, I gotta be honest, I did not like it because of the way the mechanics worked for it.
Yeah, they were kind of weird, man.
The last one that I liked for it was the Belkin War.
Which one?
You know the Belkin War?
Oh, okay.
Or
yeah.
before that, Ace Combat 5.
Yeah. I think 5
That
was
is the one that I like the most.
Yeah, I think 5 was the last really good one.
It is. But Ace Combat Zero, the Belkin War, that was actually a good one too.
It was all right. I like 5 better.
So did I. Yeah, we got that in common. I like that one better. You could do a lot more with that. But again, anyways, you take all those simulators and then actual fucking simulators where like you're sitting in a fucking seat that has like G's, it gives you G's or whatever. I've been in those. I've actually flown those. Again, I learned how to fly a plane before I learned how to actually drive a car. I literally learned how to fly a plane before I learned how to drive a car. I'm dead serious about this.
Well, with the avionics and modern jets, they kind of fly themselves, man. You got to flip some switches and shit every once in a while, but.
Well, the plane that I flew, it wasn't a jet. It was just a Cessna. It was a 172.
Oh. I remember I did like a really basic flight simulator, and that's the one we used. It was pretty cool.
Probably helped. But as far as my flight experience, it actually did fucking help. You know what I practiced with before I actually went on my first flight?
What was that?
If you guessed, it was Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, which is the one fucking Grand Theft Auto that actually had like fully flying models of planes. That's the only one that had it.
Don't care.
As far as I know. Maybe I think Grand Theft Auto 5 maybe had them. I don't know. I only played it a few times.
All I know is if you didn't strap a 60 cal to that Cessna while you were flying it, you're not alpha.
But that's the only one that actually had the programming.
Yeah.
And it has its own programming, obviously. The takeoff time is a little bit shorter. Landing is a little bit easier with those, but it's still pretty fucking close. Ask me how I know. Actually, I'm going to tell you how I know, because I fucking did it. I literally went from fucking around with, just getting more experience flying the Cessnas on San Andreas to 30 minutes later flying an actual fucking Cessna. I literally did it. Now, there's things that I fucking fucked up on, as to be noted.
So you had technical difficulties even back then?
No, it wasn't technical difficulties. It was user difficulties.
Well, in your case, they're basically the same thing.
Well, keep this in mind, Nick. you don't take off as a fighter jet like you would if you're in a Cessna. Something I had to be told, like, personally. Hey, this isn't a fucking fighter jet. Stop taking off at a fucking 40-degree angle. I had to be told that.
Oh, I remember something like that. Like, you don't want to pull up too quickly.
No, you don't. Not in one of those jets. Or not jet, but
The
prop
Cessnas.
plane. No, you don't want to do that. You want to take off at a more at a softer angle.
Yeah, because like I remember my instructor when this was all in the simulator, but he said, "You see all that runway and that it was basically level ground. Yeah, the runways are designed that way for a reason."
Right.
But
And I had the same talks. I had a lot of the same talks. Hey, this is not a firecraft. Please don't take off like that. By the way, the craft took off. It still took off the same way that I was taking it off. They just told me that. Funny enough. I'm just saying.
Don't Cessnas have like this velocity meter or something? Where it's like you have to keep it at a certain speed, and if you keep it too high for too long, in the simulator, the plane just explodes in the air.
Depending on the plane, it does. It does have that.
Nice.
Depending
on the plane, it does have that, but not all planes.
I'd Top Gun that bitch.
I did that a few times just for the hell of it.
Then I'd buzz the tower.
There we go.
Funny enough, in the last day of class, they unlocked the master controls so we could fly anywhere in the world in the game with whatever plane we wanted. And I think I ended up basically recreating 9/11.
Jesus.
Yeah, dude, I told you, I'm an asshole now. And I was always kind of an asshole, even back when I was like 9. That's when I took these classes.
You were 9?
Yeah, it was a summer class, like this summer program my dad signed me up for.
Why is he going to have you learn to fly a plane? You don't even own a plane. That only made no goddamn sense.
Well, it was part of another
what's
class
funny about Nick's story?
What?
Well, pretty much the only way that would happen is that it's a simulation. I actually fucking flew it. I'm not kidding when I say that actually happened. I was literally in control of the fucking plane when I talk about the stories that I'm talking about.
Nice.
Nice.
Did you end up buying it or what?
No, it was a flight. It was an exercise, basically. I didn't buy the plane.
Oh.
I paid for the fuel and all that stuff. But oh yeah, you have to pay for everything. You pay for the fuel and the instructor that's there. The last flight I actually did I actually tell you about that? The last flight I ever took. It was for my mom's birthday. I took her to that.
I would have.
And my instructor.
I would have chased around the field with it.
It sounds like something I do, Bull Rush.
I'd just chase her around with a Cessna.
No, but that's what happened. I took her. She flew in the black. She was in the back seat. Actually, by the way, Cessnas, they have a kind of a small back seat, but they have enough room in the back for 2 people if they can fit. She was fine. She's tiny, so.
You backed your mom on her birthday?
Huh?
You backed the bus your mom. I said you back the bus of your mom. You back. You put your mom at the back of the bus on her birthday. Good job.
Well, I didn't have a choice. I had to have the instructor in the front too.
Well, yeah, you kind of has to be that way.
Okay. I'm just saying.
But she got to fly around.
Yeah.
She got a good view. She got a good fucking view of like the area.
Did you do barrel
That's
roll?
what I did. I did not barrel roll.
That's
This is
scary.
a carbureted engine, by the way, so that probably would not have been a good
Barrel roll
idea.
on a Cessna.
You could get one out. Jesus. Like, it's not going to drop pressure that bad. Shit.
It was kind of hard to do, or at least in the simulation.
Y'all are weak as shit, dude.
Eh.
I'm embarrassed.
Either way, she enjoyed it.
She enjoyed it?
Oh yeah.
I can sleep better tonight knowing that.
You're not going to sleep at all.
No, she had it. She had a
evidently.
fucking blast doing that. Just being in the air. That's the thing. Well, just going back to the whole simulation thing. There's a difference between, playing a video game or a simulation or anything. Just doing the simulation, like as far as flying the aircraft or whatever. Now you can do all the, you can do all the whatever the controls for the aircraft. You can switch it over fairly easy. But what I wanted to point out, and I'm going to actually point this out even farther for driving, because it's even stronger. Flying an aircraft, all your senses are involved. They all are. And the last time I had, I had my mom in the back seat. I had my instructor on the side seat, whatever. I was the one flying train. I felt everything. And trust me, all your senses are involved with flying a fucking aircraft. Literally every single one of them. You cannot get that experience just doing a fucking simulation. Not
Absolutely
even
not,
fucking
yeah.
close. No way. That's all I wanted to say. And just to touch on the fucking racing part of cars, by the way, there's a lot I could say about that. I have a whole course I could think of that I could put as far as that goes. But comparing that to like playing like a racing game or something, like Ridge Racer or Need for Speed or something like that, no, it ain't even fucking close. Nowhere near close. It gives you kind of an idea. But unless you know the theory and actually have experience behind that, no. You will get yourself killed trying to fucking race if all you have is fucking PlayStation experience. That's what I wanted to say here.
I think I could do it. It'll be easy.
Yeah, but you have experience. Well, Rush, you have experience with everything that I was talking about. So I'm not worried about you. I'm worried about everybody else.
Oh, fuck everybody else.
Everybody thinks they can do it because they did it in the fucking video game. No, it's not like the fucking video game. Flying, that's probably gonna have more of a consequence because again, you're adding an extra fucking angle. You're adding an extra degree. Now you're in the air as opposed to just being on the ground. But racing is a different thing too. Trust me, I've done street racing. I've been there. This is totally fucking different. You have the visuals, you have the senses from your sights and maybe your hearing or whatever. You don't have the senses from everything else. And trust me, you need those other senses. Trust me on this. Hell, even fucking taste sometimes you fucking need. That tells you if there's something wrong with your fucking vehicle. Let alone smell. Let alone the fucking feeling of actually moving through these goddamn things.
Well, you always lose that kind of stuff with simulations, man. They're not going to be.
No, you don't get it from simulations. You don't.
That's what
what I'm saying.
That's what I was saying earlier. It's mainly just technical stuff for simulations. You can train that kind of stuff on a technical level, but it still is going to be lacking. You still have to do it IRL training and stuff.
You're 100% right. I have nothing to say against that. You're 100% right.
That's why I'm saying that whoever wrote that post is just, I don't know what they're.
By the way, I don't know who wrote that post.
I hope they weren't.
That was just something I found out. I just found it. Or it came across my feed. That's why I ended up. That's why.
It sounds so silly. It's like.
For their sake, I hope they're trolling.
Yeah, I think that's why I was. Whenever I first read it, I'm like, dude, this person's got to be trolling. No one is just delusional.
Famous last words, right?
Well, yeah.
Right?
I shouldn't say that, really. You're right. Some people can be that delusional. Why? Because we don't have a strong mental health care system in this country. Make mental
Hey,
asylums.
it might be their famous last words. Who knows?
Make mental asylums great again, please.
Make public executions great again.
Don't get me started.
No, just do it all. Just do it all. I think, a lot of that stuff, I think a lot of the problems can be solved if we started putting people inside crazy houses again.
Dude, no. Why even bother? Just kill them.
I don't know.
My thing is,
They really didn't do
you know
anything.
what? Just make ass whoopings great again.
Bro.
That's my fucking stance.
Bring back duels.
That's what I've been saying. Bring back duels.
Well, if I
Doesn't even have to be duels.
or no,
You know
not
what?
even
If you
duels,
had to pay for your
expand the
fucking
duels.
words, most people would shut the fuck up. That's what they would do.
Well, it's just you can.
The reason we have all these arguments is because there's no fucking consequences for making the arguments, even if they're right or wrong. If there were consequences for these arguments, they would shut the fuck up.
Well, the other
So
problem.
make consequences good again.
We live in a highly litigious society, to the point that
That's
You
the
can
problem.
you can damn near look at someone the wrong way with cross eyes, and they're like, "I'm gonna sue you." It's like you can't whoop somebody's ass anymore because they'll sue you.
It's the Weird Al song.
It's
I'll
not
sue
even
you.
not even an issue with cops. Like, yeah, I'll take the hit. I'll go to jail for a few days for the ass whooping, But it's the aftermath of that. You get out of jail, you whoop someone's ass, you go to jail. Like, yeah, you get community service or something like that, or probation for a few months. But then you got to deal with a damn throwing a damn lawsuit against you. That's some bullshit.
I don't want that.
Dude, just take your ass whooping and go away.
Bring back duels. Or no, don't just bring them back. Expand them. Because as I understand it, duels were mostly for the elites. The commoners didn't really do it because they didn't think they had any honor to defend.
Well, yeah, because they did, because back in the day, a lot of the reason they had duels and stuff over in Ireland, they still, commoners can have duels between commoners, but the thing is, it's like usually the weapons that were used were extremely expensive, man. It's like most people didn't have guns. Like, guns were around, you had flintlocks, but they were expensive.
By the way, you bring a good point as far as the whole Second Amendment thing. Basically, whatever the military had, the private citizen had as well. So guess what? We should have anti-tank missiles. We should have anti-air missiles, anti-air artillery, all this shit.
They didn't want us to have a standing army.
I think you can get that stuff, but you have to go get a special license to do it. I think you need like a level 3 license or something like that for explosives.
Not back when the country was founded.
Okay.
Well, back in the day, you really didn't need a license for anything.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. That's my point. That's the whole point of having a militia. You know what? Okay, whatever. The standing army, they can't deal with this. So we have a militia here. Who's the militia? Every fucking one else.
Well, the militia was supposed to be the army.
Yeah.
Basically, it's
And
as
it
I
was-
understand it.
No,
it
they
was
were the
basically-
backup.
No, we had a standing army. It's
Okay,
just
the army can't fucking deal with it. So we have everyone else fucking dealing with it. That's why nobody wants to invade this fucking country, because the idea was, at least, everybody who's a citizen of this country can own whatever the fuck everyone else can own.
what we didn't
That's
have.
it. Okay, obviously we did not have a lot of the things that we have now. Back then, we didn't have Sea Whiz. We didn't have anti-tank missiles. We didn't have fighter aircraft. But guess what else we didn't fucking have? We didn't have the fucking internet. We didn't have text messaging. We didn't have fucking email.
You know what else?
So the same fucking argument applies there.
You know what else you didn't have either? You didn't have police officers. You didn't have a standing law enforcement.
That too.
Well, the militia was.
I'm not saying that's a good thing, but I'll tell you what.
Militia was also used for law enforcement in local jurisdictions.
I know, that's the point.
Right. By the way, that happened in the town that I used to live in. We had, what was it, Mono County sheriffs, and that was about it. But they were rarely get called out. We had to set our own disputes.
Right,
This
and I
is
guess that's
recent. This is
yeah.
recent times.
And I guess that would be the one good thing about defunding the police, is that people would have to take things into their own hands more often.
They'd have to actually fucking take responsibility for their own fucking actions.
Well, you'd have
How
a lot
could
of
that possibly go wrong?
You'd have a lot of vigilante justice. That's the other problem, though. If you thought police were unrestrained and oppressive, imagine Bubba Joe with his shotgun running around, fucking has no understanding of progression of force or anything like that. It's like shoot first and ask questions later.
Yeah. Dude, here's the
That's what
thing.
you're gonna have.
Here's the thing. Suppose that you believe the police are corrupt and it's like irreversible. The biggest problem I have with all the protesters is that what they're fundamentally asking for is stupid. It's like, okay, yeah, you don't want police to kill people, but what you're asking for what you think is a corrupt system to fix itself.
Well, also the other thing too is that they want to basically do away with the police forces and stuff. And anytime you have a solution to a problem is throw the baby out with the bathwater, it's disingenuous and stupid. And you shouldn't listen to those people.
Well, to be fair, a lot of people aren't saying just abolish it, but here's the thing. A lot of people, if you ask them, would probably say, no, we don't want to get rid of the police. We just want to reform them. I'm just like...
They need more training is what they need.
Well,
if anything, they should be given more money.
They do.
Well, here's
Bull
the
Rush
deeper.
is right. And to give...
Dude, well, here's the thing.
Give Bull Rush...
hang on.
Go ahead.
Dude. My stepdad is a cop in Seattle. My mom is a lobbyist for police unions. Seattle has a shit ton of training. And people still are pissed at the police. So, from their perspective, of the people that don't like the police, this shit's been going on for a while. If we have all this training and nothing's changed, then the system is too dysfunctional to trust with extra money.
Well, how do you know that the police were actually doing what they're trained to be doing? See, that's the problem I see a lot is that civilians, people don't know, people who have never been in law enforcement don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
Well, yeah, that too.
And so whenever they see cops, trying to arrest somebody and they start beating the shit out of them, well, that's because they're resisting. Okay? It's like...
Yeah, that's usually what's happening.
And people see that, and it's like it's traumatizing. I guess so, but I mean, a lot of people don't understand.
But that's their fucking job.
Yeah.
They have to deal with these people.
Right.
Okay, it looks maybe at some angle it looks unappetizing. It looks like, like they're being fucking draconian or anything. But look at it from their fucking angle. They're the ones that have to deal with these fucking people. You fuckers don't.
Yeah, that's
And
the
to go with
problem.
and one thing that, again, I'm going to bring this up. Bull Rush brought this up a long time ago, and I remember it. I'm going to put it out there again. Before you tear down the fucking fence, understand, or at least try to find out why it was put there to fucking begin with. There's a reason. I don't agree with a lot of rules. I don't agree with a lot of fucking laws. That's just me.
We had
But at least understand why the fuck they're there to begin with.
I'll tell you a little story real quick. We were in Houston several years ago. There was a shooting. It was kind of the same stuff going on, and there's an activist here called Quanell X, and he got his group together, and they started protesting and stuff like that. So the chief of police for Houston Police Department invited them down to their training area. And they have the chief of police of Houston Police invited Quanell X and his activist buddies to come to the Houston Police Department training area where they have simulations set up, like indoor simulations with like laser guns and shit. And they had Quanell X and his buddies go through some standard simulations that they teach all their cops with, and they failed every single one multiple times. They were there almost all day. And I think they got one right. So, oh yeah, and after that they changed their tune real fast. Yeah, they figured out how hard it was to be able to, because like some of the
when language meets reality,
these were simulations. Like going back to what you were talking to, these were just like, do you shoot this person or no? It had simulations to where you had to make.
No, but the consequences are there. It could be a simulation, but the consequences are reality anyways, right. Even if it is a simulation.
So yeah, they came back, I think a day or two later, and they were like, yeah, that stuff was really tough. They were like, well, no shit, clown.
Yeah, no shit.
you got like a second or two to figure out whether or not this person is going to kill you.
And he didn't change his. I'm gonna guess he didn't even change his tone after that.
That's a lot of time, by the way.
He actually went
2 seconds. That's a long time.
Right, exactly. But he didn't print out a retraction. He just shut up.
Well, he came out the next day and said it was.
Of course, he did.
I mean, that's about as good as you're gonna get from that guy.
Well, here's the thing. Like, I'm trying. If you judge these people by their own standards, they're not radical enough. Like, you've probably seen a bunch of memes like "Justice for Breonna Taylor" or whatever. Arrest the cops and blah blah blah. You've probably seen that, right?
Oh, I have not seen that at all. Over here in Seattle, I have not seen that at all in any fucking manner, shape, or form here. Please inform me.
It's all over. Well, it's all over Facebook and it's all over Wazoo.
What is this Facebook you speak of?
Most people don't even know the details about that case either.
Well, even then,
they don't have the full story and they're pissed off.
Well, even then, like I've even asked a few people, it's like, well, it's been a little while now. Why are you saying, how about don't arrest them, kill them? I mean, dead cops don't brutalize people, and they're like, no, we don't want to do them. Like, why not? And they're just like, no, we just don't think we need to do them. Like, well, the police station's not going to do it. They're not going to arrest them. No. You got to take it into your own.
It will take effort.
Well, I said, it's like, aren't people always saying be the change you want to see in the world?
Yeah, they're saying be the change. They're not doing the change themselves.
I don't say
that's
shit
the
like
difference.
That. I say fuck them, let them burn. So that's the extent of my be the change.
Did somebody say team let them burn?
Yep.
Yeah.
The thing is, it's like, at the very best, they're not willing to do what they think is necessary.
Oh, no. It's just lip service. It always is.
Right.
It is, yeah. What Bull Rush said. It's all language until it becomes real. They can talk all the fuck they want until there's actual fucking consequences to that shit. They're going to keep fucking talking.
It's the
Once
same
there's
thing.
consequences, they'll shut the fuck up.
it's the same thing I see with TradCon Twitter and fucking pedophiles. It's like, dude, y'all know this shit's been going on for years, and y'all, like, if y'all really gave a shit, y'all would have been doing something by now. So, but you're not. So shut up. You know, y'all keep saying all this Pizzagate and shit and all these high level Hollywood types. Like, dude, if it really bothered you, y'all be pulling these people out of their homes and killing them.
They'd have put themselves on the line.
Yeah,
They'd
or
have
they'd
actually gone after them.
Right.
or at the very least,
You know?
they would put they'd put a bounty on pedophiles
Right.
to incentivize other people
Yep.
to do it.
Or at least put the fucking evidence out there so the actual authorities could fucking deal with it.
Well, they haven't been really doing anything either, except until
No,
recently.
but I'm just saying, like, if you believe in like having the United States authorities, you're like, what is the sheriffs or whatever the fuck it is, give it to them and see if they fucking do anything about it. At least do fucking that. Are they doing that? I'm gonna take a wild guess to say fucking no.
No, they're on.
All
Twitter.
they're doing is talking about this shit online.
They're on Twitter.
They're saying talk about this shit online. Yeah, like what Ross said, they're online with, oh, we're talking about these people, they're doing all these horrible things, and, don't follow their service whoever, but, are they going to fucking talk about ways you can actually legally do things now? Whether you agree with the legal system or not. The fact is that is the fucking system we have now. Did you fucking work with that? No? Okay, then I'm gonna take a wild fucking guess and say you can't be taken fucking seriously. Just my guess.
Yeah, that's usually the best way to
I'm
go.
Again, I'm unbound. That's my position. I'm not bound to any fucking legal or whatever fucking label that you want to put me under. Although that's what a lot of people try to do once I tell people that. But it doesn't mean I don't recognize.
If they're going to label you as something, that's their problem.
Exactly, that's the point.
I'm still labeling you as High Yellow Rambo. That's your name.
You know what? I'll follow with that one. That's okay. High Yellow Rambo is okay. No, but it's like, you look at it. You have these systems that you can fucking use now, and you're not using them. Whether you disagree with it or not, okay, I get it. I've been pretty much like that for like the last 10 fucking years now. So fucking use it. The ends justify the means, right? Are you tired of people being used? Use what we have now.
People don't want to do that, man. It's too much work.
Exactly. Bull Rush, you are exactly right. People, Aaron Clary, he nailed it.
You got to be motivated. You got to motivate people or be motivated to do stuff.
No, Aaron Clary nailed it. You just said it. They're lazy. Most people are lazy. They're not going to fucking do it.
Everybody's lazy.
I had issues getting this fucking podcast, where all of us could talk to each other and everyone else can hear us just doing this. That took effort. And I was willing to put that through. Do you think most people will fucking do that? Or do you think they'll fucking quit by now? I'm going to save you the time.
It would depend.
They would have fucking quit.
It would depend on how motivated they are.
Well, even then, probably not.
Because the payoff, it depends if...
Just because you're motivated about something doesn't mean you're patient.
Yeah, but it's cost benefit.
Wow.
Though, it's
I'll
like,
tell you what, I'm motivated enough to talk to you fucking assholes about this kind of stuff while we're still fucking broadcasting. And to make sure it's all fucking working. That's my motivation.
You had
And
an easier
whatever it
time than I
fucking
did
takes.
earlier today, though.
You're a fucking saint, bro.
All right, well,
Mhm.
Nick had his own issues earlier. I already made fun of him, so I'm not going to do it now.
Yeah, issues.
But look. Oh,
Yeah,
God.
I did
What
my
happened?
own live stream earlier today, and nothing fucking went right at first.
Hey,
Welcome to my world, asshole!
yeah.
Welcome! Hey, how's it feel?
Shit happens, bro.
Really, almost every fucking day that I have to fucking do a podcast, and that shit fucking happens. What's it like? I don't know. Please tell me.
That's so sad.
No, as much fun as I'm making of Nick, he had to go through that. And look, all of us are going to go through that. That's fine. It's all good. It happens.
He'll bounce back. He's a good boy.
No, well, hey,
You can't tell,
he
but I'm flipping
eventually
off the
made it
camera
through.
right now.
No, well, Nick made it through. He got his crew. He had like 3 or 4 other people on his show too, by the way.
Oh, nice.
And he got it done. He got it done. So look, I got nothing bad to say about him as far as that goes. He figured it out.
I just don't
He got it done.
Didn't fucking invite me. I'm fucking a little pissed off right now.
Well, okay, that's a whole different issue entirely. I don't know about that one.
You wouldn't have wanted to be on. It was we were talking about marketing shit.
Oh, fuck that. Yeah. Math is hard.
Yeah. I'm in the same boat with you, Bull Rush. No, but look, that's the thing, the persevering, of course, you see me fucking go through it, obviously, so I don't need to explain that. I'm sure you've had to deal with the Bull Rush. Sometimes maybe you've had some technical difficulties. We're making fun of Nick right now because of his technical difficulties.
Hey, I had
but he made it fucking through them. He made it through.
Bacon, speaking of technical difficulties, did you get my message, my DM on Twitter?
No, but I can look for it.
Okay, I sent you a link on the thing. You don't have to do it now, just later.
What was it about?
Just click on the fucking link.
I don't know where the hell my phone is.
What is this link you speak of?
I tried to send it to you, Nick, but you don't have DMs open.
Where's my phone?
Wait, what?
I tried to send you a link, but your DMs aren't open.
I gotta find my phone. I don't know where it is.
Oh, I did not know that. Let me.
I'll figure that out later, Bull Rush.
So wait, it's not allowing you to send me a message on Twitter.
No.
Fuck. Oh God, what the hell is this?
You've been leaving pussy on the table, man. I'm telling you.
What did I do this show? It was fucking great.
I know the girl was fucking beating you, and they couldn't.
All right.
They're like, fuck.
All right.
Well, to make my point there, I just wanted to, look, I made fun of Nick as much as I possibly could, but look, you know what? It could happen to any of us. It happens to me quite a lot. That's why Nick is always making fun of me, and that's why I took particular pleasure of actually returning the fucking favor. That's the only reason I fucking did it. That's really it.
Yeah, but his technical difficulties are kind of legit, whereas yours are mainly based out of you buying the cheapest shit possible.
I don't! Wait, no! Hey, hang the fuck on. Hang the fuck on. No, that is not the fucking case. I have gotten the top of the line equipment and it still fucking fails. That's the problem.
So
I'll be okay if I was just cheaping out and things went fucking wrong. I get
the problem
good
is
shit.
you, dude.
Well, maybe it's not.
No, Nick is right. It is me. It doesn't matter what the fuck I get. It still fucks up.
This is what you need to do. This is what you need to do to be successful, okay? Listen.
What do I need to do here? Please, I haven't been told what to do before. Please tell me what to do now.
I'm going to give you free advice. It's life-changing. You go to an Ace Hardware store and purchase a big
What?
Go to Ace Hardware and purchase a large axe.
Because I don't know anything about Ace Hardware. I didn't live. Hey, I didn't live literally next door to an Ace Hardware before, But please tell me more about Ace Hardware. Okay.
Go to an Ace Hardware and purchase a large axe, and then drive out into the middle of the wilderness and start cutting down trees, and build you a little lodge, and stay there, away from the technology.
You know what? I think
And
Bull
then-
Rush has
what
has
you
a
do-
point here.
What you do is you can get a sign for the lodge, hang it on the front door. And you know what you put on the sign? Welcome
What's
to the
that?
die hole.
Welcome to what?
The die hole. That was my subject for the last show that I had.
Welcome to
Just
The
a
die
quick.
hole.
what? Oh,
It's basically, where you could talk about, you could have the solutions for the problems, but most people basically say that they basically have problems for the solutions.
oh yeah.
So I just call that the dial. Like, all right, you know what? If all you want to do is come up with problems for the solutions, their die hole is over there. So go over there. In the meantime, all of us other people who actually want to come up with an actual fucking solution to the problems that are actually really fucking realized and something that needs to be fucking taken care of, we'll take care of those. If all you want to do is come up with problems, go to the fucking die hole. That's
So they're all going to your cabin, Bacon?
You say die hole?
is my cabin.
Yep.
Well, I actually came with that. That actually is from what is it, Madagascar? I think?
Madagascar. Yeah. Where they didn't have a doctor, so they just made a hole for people to go die in.
Yeah. What Nick said.
Reminds me of an ex-girlfriend.
Is there a vagina called the die hole? I don't know if you stick my dick in that.
There might
No,
be.
it's the birth hole.
No, it's the die hole.
Ah.
There's nothing alive has ever come out of that. I doubt anything ever will.
I'm fine with that as long as my penis comes out intact.
Yeah, it will. That's the problem, though.
All
How
right.
is that a fucking problem?
Just checking. That's all.
It shouldn't. Are you saying it shouldn't come out
Well, no,
intact?
it's like that's the problem. It's not just his. There's been a lot of them that came out intact. Like I don't think there's enough penicillin in the world. So.
Well,
just be
that's
careful.
the problem. That's what I was saying. It's like, okay, I can get in and out of that. Like, what's the consequences if I need to take penicillin? That's kind of a problem.
Yeah,
What is this penicillin you speak of?
I don't know.
You know what it's called? Winning? No.
Gonorrhea.
Nick, hey, Nick August the other day, because I call him a boomer. He's like, "What's a boomer?" And I said, "That's something you're gonna be telling your fucking nurse that you."
I remember that. He actually said that.
Yeah. That's something you're gonna be telling your nurse.
Like you're in your 50s. How do you not know this? And he's pretty fucking aware of like everything. How do you not know this?
He wasn't being literal. Like he knows what a boomer is. He was just giving me shit.
Oh, okay. All right, got it. All right.
And it's like I told him, like a boomer is what you tell your future nursing home nurse that you made inside your adult diaper.
Boomer. Oh God.
Winning? No.
I made boom boom. I made a boomer. That's what you get for trading me for a goat.
Oh my
What?
God.
What?
And last week, Nick threatened to replace me and Rob with some goats, and then after the live stream was over.
How are they gonna replace you with the goat?
I don't know, dude. But after the stream was over, he's gonna go take both the goats.
Pretty sure the goat doesn't have any cognitive speaking abilities. So
You know what we should do?
I think that's what he was trying to say.
You know what we should do?
Jesus.
We should replace TJ, Rob, and Vince with goats, and so now rename the channel the Masculine Goat.
Oh my God.
no God.
That's
Well, now that you mentioned it, now that's going to be out there. Bull Rush now has that idea. I have that idea. We might expand on this.
The Masculine Goat.
Do you know what you do? Do you know what you have unleashed on the manosphere as far as we know it? Do you know what you have unleashed on Team Let 'Em Burn here?
well, TJ made that mistake
Just
last
saying.
week. TJ made that mistake last week with the gay hand and stuff. He was
The gay hand! Yeah! Dude, that was the funniest fucking thing ever, man. That was the funniest thing ever. That was so much fun to fucking watch. You just pulling that shit like just... I don't even know what you do, but it was fucking funny to watch. Just what you were posting.
Well, I saw him do that. I'm like, no, TJ's not that stupid. Oh my God, he's that stupid. And Vince was like,
Apparently he was. I'm looking at you're right. I'm looking at him like,
So you got the screenshot of it?
no, I'm looking at him like, wait, TJ's not that stupid. He's not going to actually pose like that. Oh, wait, he fucking did.
you just did.
At the perfect fucking spot where Bull Rush can at least, Bull Rush or like somebody else can pull that fucking image. Even if it wasn't just his head, you can get the fucking headshot, which I'm gonna guess you fucking did.
I did.
So you can do everything else.
Yeah.
So you got his gay hand pose, and then you got the headshot, and then you fucking put everything else together. That's what I'm gonna gather what you did.
Yeah, I just cut and pasted. And the thing was, because like I was looking
yeah, exactly.
I was replaying video in like quarter speed, and you could see Vince started to take a drink as he was standing up, as TJ was standing up. Vince was about to take a drink, and then Vince just look in his eye. He starts drinking. He's like, "Don't do that, TJ." It was hilarious. Like quarter speed, dude. At like 25% speed, it was hilarious. He was like, "Don't do that, TJ." I was like,
So he's like, no.
Yeah, that's what it was. I was just like, oh my God. I'm like, yeah, I got to punish him for that.
I'm glad TJ has a thick skin to deal with this because this is fucking hilarious.
Did you see the one where did you see the one where Juan Cabrera made one with Cappy and he was like, he took
God, yeah.
too far?
Which one?
The one where hang on, I'll try to send it to you. Hang on.
There's a picture of like there's some black guy who was in a wheelchair and he's like
no, dude, don't describe
out
it.
or something.
Don't describe it. I want to show him.
Oh, I know.
Okay.
The one that was taking a piss on or dump out of the wheelchair. And he just cut and pasted Larry's head over top of it.
Yeah.
That was savage, man. And what made it so awesome was that it was just so cheaply made. It looked like it was made in about five seconds. But the fact that it looked like it was added to it. It's crazy, right? It's like a movie.
It was TJ. That's what made it fucking worth it, man.
It's like a movie being so bad.
Who does that to TJ?
I do that.
Like nobody. Like this is like uncharted territory. Nobody really fucks with TJ until now. Really?
I mean, I fuck with.
I don't know. Am I wrong for thinking that?
No one's off limits to me, man. Like I make.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying like nobody's fucked with TJ until now.
Yeah.
Until that happened.
I fuck with Jack Murphy.
And now, like, he's just like, he's like open game.
Well, they started with the Leaf thing, like Leaf TJ alone and stuff.
Oh,
All right, well, there was that, but, you know.
But that, I got it. Like, I heard them saying, I'm like, that's kind of gay, dude. Like, is that the best I can do? Nah. We can do better. I can do better.
Oh, yeah.
I was,
You fucking did. You fucking did.
did y'all see, did you see the picture I made of Vince?
No, send it.
Hold on.
Not that I can
his
think of.
So you should be able to send me a message on Twitter now.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, I'll send it to you.
I'm
here.
just kind of monitoring this, that's all. And I don't know where my other phone went. So I'm stuck with this one.
Well,
You did shit with Vince too?
yeah. Vince
No
liked it.
fucking way.
I'll show it to you.
Oh my.
What the hell is this? Big cats. I don't get it. Elite Combat Explained.
Elite Combat?
Look at the guy's head.
I know, it's Vince.
Yeah, and look at the dude's head.
Look
I
at
can't
what?
see it.
Look at the dude's head.
Where is my damn phone actually?
Oh.
Jeez.
I'm away from the phone that I'm broadcasting from, so I'm gonna bring this back.
Not surprised.
What the hell is? I got lost again.
You got lost again?
Yeah,
Again?
in my own fucking place.
You got
got
lost
lost
between
again.
the dinner table and the bedroom.
All 200 square feet?
What the hell is my? No, I'm looking for my other phone. That's what I'm doing.
Oh,
Yeah, your phone
The
got
only way I
lost.
could do, the only way I could find is that I would have to call it, and then but that would mean I would have to end this shit. So I'm not doing that.
that's,
Oh god.
Fuck it, I'll suffer this. You know, it's fine. I'll find it later. It's all good.
that's a damn Greek tragedy, man.
It's all good.
Did you see the one where Clary, he was making this really, really weird face.
Oh
and
Jesus Christ! Oh, here's where it was. It was under the phone I'm talking to you guys under now. So.
Wow. Wow.
Winning, no.
Winning? No. Yeah. Okay. Hey, look.
Guys,
you know
my
what?
phone- Guys,
I am
my
not
phone's
exempt
about
from
to
the
die.
retardery here. Okay. I'm not exempt from that.
It's this one.
Sure.
Guys, my phone's about to die, so.
Well, plug it the fuck in.
Jesus.
Oh my god. Nah, man, I'm gonna get some sleep. I'll see you later.
All right.
It's fucking hilarious, though. Take it easy, guys.
All right, later.
Later, mate. I forgot what we were talking about. You were supposed to, I think, show us something.
Show you something.
I don't remember.
I got some razors here. Let me show you that. Show you what I'm working on.
That's
Yes,
fine. Hey, sure.
You can get a sneak peek of what's going to be coming in the next day or two. Would you like to know
Okay.
more?
Sure. I got nothing better to do, man. So
Oh, shit.
whatever you want to do,
Give me 1 second.
take your time.
I got it. Oh, man.
By the way, just put that out there in case anyone's listening. Etsy.com/shop//
There's nobody
Lazarus
listening.
Razors.
There's nobody. Nobody's listening. Oh.
People
and-
might listen later. That's why I put that out there.
Oh yeah.
They may not listen now, but they may listen later. So I want to make sure they know who to go to.
I just got this.
Oh Jesus! Is that an SOG?
What?
Is that an SOG?
No, it's cold steel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought I saw SOG on it. That's why I asked.
No, it says SRK on it, search and rescue knife.
Oh, okay.
That's what the SRK stands for. It's not fucking not. I didn't know. I forgot it was that big. Jesus, that's what she said. Moving on to the
You start getting into fucking sword territory, man. Trust me, I know what that means. You start getting into sword territory, like you gotta handle it with both hands to actually fucking use it.
Yeah, I still got my machete upstairs and shit. I'm fine.
Did somebody say machete?
Yeah, I've got a couple of them.
I got a lot of them.
I've got axes and stuff too.
Did I? Well, actually, you know what? Do me a favor, because I have not kept any fucking tabs on this at all. I was supposed to talk about like simulation stuff.
We did.
At least as far as
Like
we
combat?
did. Okay.
Well, like combat and stuff. Yeah.
Not the kind of like you Marines and stuff would have dealt with. I didn't even know that was a thing. To be honest with you, I did not know. But as far as like airplane simulations, as far as fighter pilot simulations, as far as driving simulations,
yeah,
that I actually do have experience with. So we actually talked about that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. Cool. All right. Fine. There we go. I don't even have to talk. I'll have to go over that again.
Well, I'll show you what I'm working on right now.
Sure, man. Go for it.
This was pretty much finished. That's
Cool. I told you my sorry ass excuse for not buying one yet. I should have actually bought one.
It's because you're poor.
With them.
I still have one of them over here for you. I still have one of them over here for you. Actually, it's right here.
You do?
Yeah, I have one picked out for you.
Really?
Yeah.
No kidding.
Well, I got a couple of them picked out for you to choose from.
I remember you talking about that. Actually, you had a couple ideas. I remember that.
Yeah. It's these two right here. This one or this one. So.
I'll tell you the.
These are all original handles on them. This one is
Again, let's put this out there. Etsy.com/shop/Lazarus Razors. You guys buy this before I get to it. My sorry ass excuse, and I'm gonna be dead honest with you. That's my sorry ass excuse.
You're poor.
Well,
see, like this one here is not that expensive. Like I'd probably charge you like $40 or $45 for that, shipped and everything. Because this is a smaller. This one here is a smaller than average size razor, but it's really good. I've already shaved with it a couple times.
Right.
And this one's a little bit bigger. I forget which. Yeah, it's called a. This is an FW Ingalls razor. And
well, question. Are you going to be at the meetup?
I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. I'll have to see. If I do, I'm gonna be driving up there. I'm gonna be bringing my dog, my dag.
Well, keep me informed about that. I actually would prefer if I could pay for it in person. That way, I could just give you cash, and then you don't have to log that, with the IRS or anything. Because if I did it any other way, then you're going to be liable for that, obviously. Whether it's through PayPal, whether it's through whatever. my sorry ass excuse for not getting one just yet. And by the way, I have wanted that for like the last 2 or 3 months now. If for no other reason than to just support the fucking business. That's one reason I've been
hold on a second, though.
plugging this.
I forgot to tell you something real fast. I've got something in the works, okay? See this bag here? See this bag?
I can say it, yeah.
All right. So what I'm thinking about doing is getting some of these old vintage double-edged razors like this one. And
you're branching out.
Yeah. What I was thinking about doing is getting some of these razors, these vintage razors like this, and getting them Cerakoted and selling them on site.
Wow. Well, I had no idea.
So you might want to hold off. I was talking to Nick and stuff about it because they're gonna.
No, to be honest, I know I definitely want to get one of the straight razors. For one reason, I'll just be completely honest. Joe Dolio talked about the tactical benefits of having one of those, like Swedish hot style. Don't worry, we will make sure that we treat all these with alcohol and everything and bleach and everything else. So, if we get fucking indicted, you were not going to be involved. All that stuff.
Well, whenever I send them out whenever people buy them, usually my process is I put them inside barbicide for a few hours. The blades I put in barbicide for a few hours, then I wipe them down with
That's the stuff that
alcohol.
that barbers put their whatever their cutting implements in. It's that blue stuff, right?
Yeah, it's that blue stuff.
Okay, yeah.
And then I usually rinse it off with hot water, and then wipe it down with 90% alcohol, rubbing alcohol. And I do this. I have gloves and stuff on too. I got like surgical gloves on. And then because I don't want main thing I don't want to leave any fingerprints. Because you're handling some of this stuff, I don't want to leave fingerprints on the blade and shit because I just got done polishing it.
Right.
Because
that's just a professional thing too. That's not even CYA,
Yeah,
that's just professionalism.
Yeah, because one of the last steps I do before I put it inside the box is I wipe it down. I do one last polish on the blade with Mother's Mag polish before I put it in.
And by the way, you know what? That's just professionalism. You know what? That's the step you take before even putting in the fucking box. So before he even puts in the box, he makes sure that it's as good looking as it's gonna be before he makes sure it's in the box before it's ready to ship. So
what I do
plug for that,
because I polish them. I'll polish it, then I'll put it inside the barbicide, and then I'll rinse it off, spray it down with alcohol, and then it goes in the box. And the whole time I'm, when I'm handling it, I'm using like some nitrile gloves and stuff like that. For fingerprints, don't want to cross contaminate shit like that, So that way, when you get it, you just rinse it off some hot water and stuff and start shaving with it. Because it's shave ready out of the box, man. You ask Rob.
I've heard that. Yeah. Let's bring up Rob. He said it. And he's pretty particular for whatever he wants to do with. And he took your razor. I still remember him talking about this. He's talked about this on multiple podcasts. He got a razor from you. He's very particular about what goes on his head. And he took it, what you sent him.
Yeah.
And he just went ahead and was like, I'm just going to try this the fuck out. And he started shaving his fucking head.
Because he has a straight razor. Like, he has another one he's had for a while.
Does he? I didn't know that.
Yeah, I think his mother got it for him. Whenever I was visiting him, he showed it to me, and it's in pretty bad it's a modern razor, but he hasn't been taking care of it. So it was starting to oxidize on certain parts of the blade and stuff like that. And I'm like,
oxidize. In case anyone's wondering, oxidization. Well, first of all, that means it's not steel. because
It is
steel
steel.
doesn't oxidize.
Yes,
Is?
it does. It does. Most of your razor blades are high carbon steel, or
Right.
they can also be stainless. But that doesn't mean they're even with a stainless steel blade. It does not mean it won't rust. It just says it's
Well,
less likely to do
that's
so.
rust. There's a difference between rust and oxidation, but it
Well,
doesn't
they're pretty much
matter
the same thing.
really.
They're pretty much the same thing
It's
now.
going out of something's gone wrong basically.
Well, it's just with oxygen, it hasn't been used. You know, the way if you're gonna like with razor blades, if you're not gonna use it for a long time, what you need to do is you probably need to get like some vegetable oil, olive oil, some kind of clean oil, and just put a light coating of oil on the blade and all the metal parts of the blade and
That's
stuff.
a good call. I had not thought of that actually.
Yeah, just put it like
You
a
were
really
not wrong though. That's a good call because that will
prevent it
keep
from
the
rusting.
oxygen from actually interacting with the steel or aluminum, wherever the fuck the metal is.
Well, no, you don't want to interact. You don't want the blade interacting with the natural water that's in the air around us.
Exactly. Yeah. No, you're right.
That's what makes it.
You're 100% right. No, you're
the
100% right. That's a good call.
The oil acts as like a barrier between the steel of the blade and the the outside air and the water droplets and stuff like that. So they don't
Exactly.
connect. But that's for long term. Like if you're not going to use it for a while, if you use it like 2 or 3 times a week, you ain't got to worry about stuff like that. Even once a week, if you use it once a week, you don't have to worry about it.
Usually washing it in between uses, I'm gonna imagine.
Well, you're washing it. You're maintaining it with a leather or something, stuff like that, because you gotta use.
That's something actually I need to get into. That's something you brought up that I had not thought of. Just everyday maintenance for a blade or something, like just a leather strap. I had not thought of that.
Yeah, you don't need
but
that.
You're 100% right. I've used stones and stuff, and here's the thing about stones. You can do it like where you can get a good edge, but you can fuck up where you fuck up the edge as well. A leather strap, I'm gonna imagine, what you're showing off now.
No, this is a paddle strap. Okay, this is a paddle
whatever
strap.
It is. That's gonna be not as hard as a stone would be.
No. See,
the reason I bring that up is I've used a stone and I fucked up where I should have had a good edge, and then it ends up, like part of the edge is like on one side and not the other.
Okay, that's because your technique is fucked up. You have to be consistent.
Sure, I probably fucked up my technique. There's no, I can admit that I fucked up my technique.
Well, it's not your.
But as far as
consistency.
Using like leather or something, that's going to be a lot easier because it's a lot more pliable. All you're doing is fine honing the edge that you put on there in the first place.
Right.
I'm going to guess.
That's because see, when you do a straight razor is a little bit different animal than your other regular knife steels and stuff. It's a little bit different because you have once you get it finally honed on rocks, on your stones or whatever you use, they should be good. Like if you use a leather strap or a paddle strap like this, it should be good for about 6 to 8 weeks of use without having to put it back on the stone again. If you have to put it back on a stone,
and it depends on how much you use it too. By the way, if it's like me, like my combat knives, they almost never see use because I don't have to kill too many people just yet.
Right.
So they just stay in my fucking holsters. But if it's like my everyday, like I need to cut things every once in a while, that might need some sharpening. So that might need.
Because the thing is, whenever you initially use a straight razor after it's off the rocks, you're going to use it. After you get done using it, you're going to wipe the blade down with a clean, dry cloth. Make sure all the water's off of the blade, and then you're going to fold it up and put it back in a rack or inside the mirror or whatever shelf you put it in. Okay. Next time you come back and use it again, you're going to take it out and you're going to put it before you start shaving with it again. You're going to put it either on a paddle strop or on a traditional barber strop on the leather, and touch it back up. That's the maintenance part. Usually you have on most strops, like your barber strops, you're going to have, I'll show you. You're going to have a canvas side, and you're going to have a leather side. You start on the canvas side.
Wow, I didn't even notice that. I thought it was just you'd have like a leather strap or something. It wouldn't be anything like that. It is double-sided.
Yeah, it's double-sided. Well, it's got two different straps on it. This strap here.
Well, no, well, actually, that makes sense. So,
Yeah.
I mean, you will want that on the same tool.
Exactly.
That makes sense.
So what you usually do is, the progression is whenever you go to touch it back up, you run it on the canvas side for about 20 laps, and then once you're done with that, you put it on the leather side for about 100 laps. Okay, it can be about 50, 60, 100 laps.
What is a lap for anybody that doesn't know? And I'll be honest, myself included, I don't know what that means.
So a lap on a strop. Let me get one out. So.
Okay.
A lap on a strop is if I had a leather, I had my fucking.
It's just one stroke or what?
It's down and back up.
Okay. All right. Gotcha.
So like when you go down, you're gonna go down with the spine leading on strops, because you never want to lead with the edge, or else you're gonna cut your fucking strop up. This shit is made of fucking.
Yes, you would.
This shit's made
Depending
of
on
animal.
how sharp your blade is.
You can see this motherfucker. It's got gouges in it because it was one of my first. I think it was actually my first. It was my first strop. And that motherfucker, you see the gouges in it because I fucked up. Okay.
Hey, that'll happen, man. You know, that's how you learn.
That's why.
That's how you learn.
That's why I tell guys when they're first starting out, don't fucking buy. I mean, you don't need to buy a bunch of shit, man. I mean, they got.
No, you don't.
The buy-in for this stuff is not that much. You know, you can go online and you can get a Norton 1,000, 8,000 K stone, like combination stone, for about $80 to $100, and that's the only stone you're going to need if you're just doing one razor for the rest of your life. And that fucking stone will probably last you for most rest of your life. And you just either need to get
you're right.
And then you just either need to get a paddle strop like this, which you can buy these off of Amazon and eBay for like anywhere from $15 to $30. And you know, you can get yourself a decent strop, like barber strop, for less than $100 if you wanted to. If you wanted to go that route, there are more expensive ones out there. They have like Edra Arthur strops. They're like $300-400 strops, man. They're the best that you can get. Top grade English bridal leather, just fucking beautiful. They're works of art, but they're gonna cost you $300-400. Do they make a difference? Somewhat. I've used them. I've never felt that much of a difference. Not to be able to, not so much of a difference on the edge to warrant the $300-400 price tag of that fucking thing.
Understood.
But that shit there, that's more of like a hobbyist kind of purchase. That someone who buys a Edra Arthur strop is either new and dumb, or they're a hobbyist and they've been doing it for years, and it's just something they want, you know, which is nothing wrong with that. But
you're right.
For the new person, you don't need that shit. You don't have to have that stuff. You can just have a razor, a $20 paddle strop, and fucking that's pretty much it. That's all you need. And if you want to sharpen your blades, like I said, a Norton 1,000, 8,000 K stone, and you're Gucci, man. That one's good. That's gonna be about your biggest buy there, because that thing's gonna be about $80 to $100. But you get that combination stone, you're not gonna need another stone. and then you'll never have to
Right.
worry about. Then you'll never have to buy blades ever. You never have to worry about getting refills on your blades ever. You'll be totally self-sufficient in that area.
That's the idea. I'm glad you brought that up.
And you can take a straight razor and you can just put it in your bag if you're going somewhere for a few days and use it for those couple days. You probably don't even have to strop it. You just come back with it later and strop it. But you'll be self-sufficient.
If that.
You won't have to. You won't have to worry about going. It's one less thing you'll have to worry about going to the store and getting. Like, oh fuck, I'm out of refills.
Right, exactly.
For my Schick razor blade. Plus,
You know what? Everything
plus
brought up.
also, they look kind of cool whenever a girl comes over, because a girl sees a fucking straight razor on inside its holder on the, by your sink. It's a little bit of a conversation piece too, because.
You know what? I hadn't thought about that actually. Now you bring it up.
Yeah.
That is a good. That's yet another benefit.
It's a good conversation starter.
Yes.
And girls kind of like it too, because it's kind of old school. And it's kind of dangerous too, because they're like, oh my god, it's like a actual blade.
Well, it's timeless. That's the way I classify those things.
Yeah, it's classy.
It's like denim jeans. It's like a pocket watch. It's like whatever the hell else you would normally have.
It's like a fountain pen.
It's timeless. A fountain pen, another good thing. It's not that it's stylish. It's timeless.
Yeah.
It's always going to be in style, no matter what the fuck is going on.
Not to mention
in the world.
The other thing too is, like, once you start getting competent with a straight razor, I guarantee you you're not going to want to go back to anything else. You're not going to want to go back to anything else. If you do, it's probably because of a time constraint. I prefer a straight razor whenever I shave.
Right now, I use a just throw that in there. You can go back to what you were talking about, but right now I use full shaver for my purposes.
Use electric.
It's battery powered, and I had to break into my AA battery pack.
Yeah, it's like it's one of the rotary type fucking what do you call them? God, I hate those I used one time, dude.
It's by Brown. It's by Brown, the
Braun.
German version.
Yeah, Braun. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
But it's worked. It's worked for the last like 10 or 11 years or so. It still fucking works. All I had to do is get like the different foil for it, because the foil will wear out.
Yeah, it will wear
out. But it works. And
but the thing about it is, though,
the good thing about that is that it's worked to the point where, like, I can have the facial hair that I want, and I can still have I can still mount an actual let's say a nerve agent gets dropped in my neighborhood or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I can still mount an actual respirator.
Oh yeah.
Because that's kind of important. You can have all the mustache hair you want.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a challenge to have the fucking the beard hair.
No,
and I have it pretty much at like the limit that you could fucking do it.
You just got to carry around some fucking roll of duct tape. You'll be fine. But that's a cool thing about this one.
There's that too. You're right about the duct tape.
When you have a straight razor like this, especially if you have one where the toe is squared off like this, a squared off toe on a straight razor, you can edge up really good.
That too. That's one reason I want to get one. I'm not kidding. I do want to get one for that kind of thing.
Like if you got sideburn stuff you want to edge up and get a good square cut on them, once you start getting used to
sideburns, I've figured out the sideburns. You know what I'm doing with the sideburns?
What's that?
I let them grow to the point where I can actually tie it back. I'm working on it right now. They're not there yet, but they're going to get to the point where they're so long that I can actually tie them back into like my into a ponytail.
That's crazy. I think I've seen that before somewhere. It's like an old 70s kung fu movie.
I'm working on it now. You'll be
I
able to
seen
see it within about wait, it's still August, right? Oh, okay. In about a month, you'll be able to see it if you show up for the meeting,
right.
or I'll just send you a picture of it.
I'll probably have to head up there. I told
Oh, definitely, man.
I think Vince was asking me if I was gonna come up there. I'm like, yeah, if I do, I told him so I'm gonna be driving, and I'm gonna bring my guns. So.
Well, I'm driving in there too. I'm picking up Nick Shoelander.
Nah, just leave
That's
him.
the idea, at least.
Just leave him. Sleep at his house. Just tell me.
No, but that's the idea. Well, I don't know. Well, I mean, I was gonna do that anyways. Like, even if I had the money to fucking fly, look, I'm gonna fucking drive anyways. Look, I don't know. It's just me. I value my autonomy. You don't have that when you're flying. So I'd rather drive if I can. You know?
I'm not gonna be wearing a mask on a fucking plane. I'm not sick. Hey, let me show you.
There's that too.
This so this I was telling you this one I just finished. This the wood is Paul Rosa. It's South American wood. Real
South American wood.
Yeah, man. South America, man. From the rainforest. It's an exotic wood. Like
sounds badass to me.
Well, the with the grain, it's kind of weird because the grain the way it is, it looks like it shifts. It's like it's shifting. It's really weird looking. It's hard to explain. If you saw it in person.
Well, we'll put it this way: if I was skeptical about anything, if it's your woodworking, then I'm not worried about it. Just as far as I go, I trust whatever you're doing there.
Did you see that picture of Nick's, the one I made for him? Nick Straight Razor?
Nick's?
Yeah, I'll
shoe lantern? Wait, did he buy one?
No, Nick August.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's the one I think he's giving away, I think.
No, that's his personal one that I made for him.
Oh, okay.
I'm making another one.
No, I haven't seen it.
Okay, hold on. Let me try to find it. Okay.
I kind of hope I get found out actually now by like the wrong people, so I could just fucking do the fucking video shit. This kind of stuff. I'll be honest. This kind of sucks. I'd rather be able to do the video so we can kind of talk face to face, like we do with MaskingGeek.life. In case anyone was listening, there's MaskingGeek.life. Find that out. Figure that fucking out. You can see me just fucking talking out of my ass here. Without a shirt on, usually. But it kind of sucks doing this the way I do it now. Like, I have to have a fucking avatar. This sucks! I don't like doing it, but I have to.
You don't have to do shit but die and pay taxes, man. Technically speaking.
Well, Bull Rush is trying to find whatever the hell he's talking about.
No, I'm sending them to you right now.
Trying. Are you sending?
Check your DMs.
DM in what? Twitter or what?
Twitter, yeah.
All right, hang on.
Twitter, man. Like, what was that other one? What was that other site? Pissed me off.
Instagram?
Instagram, yeah. There's just too much shit going on there. I'm just like, God damn. It's like information overload. All these little fucking
It's buttons. The same fucking thing! How? Wait a minute. Hang on, time out.
What?
How is that hard to figure out? Okay. With Twitter, okay, I understand. When you're scrolling over it, you will have pictures, obviously. But for the most part, it's mostly text that you have to deal with. And that's understandable. That's the format for Twitter. With Instagram, it's the opposite.
Bunch of pictures and
You will
shit.
have mostly pictures, but then there's text you may have to deal with.
Yeah.
How is that a problem to deal with? That I don't understand.
Just the layout looks busy, man.
What's the difference? Okay.
It's just the layout looks busy. It's a lot busier than Twitter.
It's
You know,
not.
got like
Trust
shit.
me, it's not.
Maybe it's just my brain has
Actually, I'm looking at your pictures now. Dude, this could go on. Dude, you
What?
sell razors.
I got an
And
own. Hey, I got
they
an OnlyFans account for my razors.
okay, that's fine. I'm looking at the picture you have for your razors. This is perfect for Instagram. What the fuck? This is perfect for that. Also, I see the picture you have for Vince there. Hang on, let me see what this is. Oh, geez, it's Aaron's head. Oh, God. Good, because Vince is going to be on the cover of Black Belt, you know. Oh,
Yeah.
God, I remember that fucking website like 15 years ago. Oh, my God.
I didn't even know it was still around. I thought it was.
I didn't either. I didn't know until Joe Dolio pointed out. He had some other person that got onto it before he did, and he
I was like,
got salty about that.
Black Belt's still around? Like, I stopped,
Right?
I stopped reading that shit when I was like 14, dude.
The only reason I knew about it was because our school made fun of it. That was the only reason I knew about it.
Yeah.
But no, look, I mean, as far as Instagram goes, look, dude, you sell something that is, as far as, what do you call it? You know, taking a picture of it and making it pleasable.
Yeah.
Dude, you sell razors. That's pretty fucking good. That's a good thing to put on Instagram. As far as the business goes. Look, Lazarus razors, that's a good fucking thing to have on Instagram. That's way better than having it on Twitter. Now, I'm not saying it's not a bad thing to have on Twitter. It is. But as far as Instagram, Instagram is more visual. Your razors are a lot more visual, especially when you start showing the quality that you have for those. So that's something that I don't know, if I were you, if I was manufacturing those razors for you, that's exactly where I'll put them. That's the perfect place to put them. Twitter's not a bad spot. You've gotten good results as far as getting getting those sold there. I'm not saying don't stop doing it on Twitter. You've gotten good results and you've gotten sales there. Keep doing that. In the meantime, do it on fucking Instagram too. It's visual. That's the whole fucking point of Instagram, is that it's visual.
I'm on there right
what
now.
You're showing is visual. Put it there too. Whatever you have there. You had a whole list of razors that you had. There was one that had all the colors that Punch Right had, which, by the way, are the same colors that my school had, aside from green.
Red and black?
Black, red, white, and green. Those are our colors. And I think Nick August's colors are the same as well.
Yeah, he wants a red and black one. Because he was wanting me to do
red and black is that?
Yeah, he's wanting me to do red and black. because I sent him a picture of the one I sold to Rob, and he's like, "Yeah, that's kind of the one I want." He said, "But I want a little bit more black."
I'm the same way. I want the same fucking one.
He said, "I want
kinda,
He said he wanted one with a little bit more black in it to balance it out. I'm like, dude, this shit, I can't pick how the colors are dispersed, man. It's the nature of the material. It's random.
well, look, it doesn't matter. What matters is that what you put out there. And if we're talking about Instagram, it's a picture-based format.
Yeah, I see
You
that.
know that.
Well, I just started using it like last week, so give me a time to catch up.
No, that's fine. I get it. I'm just saying. It's even better. This is better for your fucking for what you're showing out. All you're showing off the razors that you want to show off. Instagram is nothing but showing shit off. That's all it is. And you can put your goddamn, what do you call it? Your website, how you could buy it. You could put it right in the fucking profile. This is perfect for what you're doing.
I should probably hire you to run my Instagram site because I'm lazy.
You don't even have to do that. No, just look at it for like 5 seconds.
I'm looking at it. Don't worry. I'm looking at it. Trying to find my
Trust
shit
me,
over.
you don't need to hire me at all. Just look at it. It's right there.
Oh shit.
I mean, if I have the time to help you out there, I'll do it. I have no problem with that. But trust me, you can do it. All you have to do is put your site there, wherever the hell you put your site there. Now, I know I've done it from my site, thegoddamnbacon.com. I know I've done it from my site.
I can.
But you can do it for yours as well.
You know what's cool?
Trust me, it's not hard.
You know what's cool with Etsy is that you can link Instagram and Twitter, and you can put out a tweet or a post on Instagram and Twitter from Etsy. Pretty cool.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's got a little thing where you can do that. So I can create the post over here on Etsy, and it'll send it out to all the sites that have it. You know, you can link Facebook to it. You can link some other social media sites to it as well.
I had no idea.
But I don't fuck with Facebook that much. I don't want to.
I don't either. I've been on Facebook for years. I have not been on Facebook for a long time.
Yeah, I don't like messing with any social media site, but I try to keep a small footprint. So I'm not anti-social.
You kind of have to do that because you have to advertise your business.
Well, now I do. Yeah. Well, I know.
Right.
I have to do it now. So yeah.
Right, and that's.
So I got to kind of.
That's why. That's why I keep your thing in mind. Etsy.com/shop/Lazarus Razors. That's why I keep that in mind. I want to make sure that's advertised. You know? Because it's good shit. That's why I do it. It ain't just because I like you, mate. It's because you put out a good product. And so I want to make sure, you know, it doesn't matter if you give me a shout out at all. If you put out a good enough product, Morgan, do you know who Morgan is? What's that?
I just tell people you're my half brother that got kicked in the head by a horse when he was a kid. That's all you have to wait up.
That works. Yeah, of course. We're full brothers. Okay.
It's like,
you know who Morgan is?
He got kicked in the head by a horse when he was a kid. He's fine.
Don't worry. I've gotten kicked in the head a lot of times. Trust me.
I have an aunt. Well, she's passed away now, but I had an aunt, Patricia, that she was my dad's sister, she was fucking, she was crazier than a shithouse rat on acid, man. Because she actually did get kicked in the head by a horse when she was a child. And
Oh shit!
Yeah, it fucked her brain up a little bit. She's kind of kooky.
Yeah, that'll do it.
She's not dangerous or anything. She's just fucking weird, you know.
No, yeah, I get it. No, yeah, I got people in my family that are like that too. You know who Morgan is? Safety Doc interviewed her a couple weeks ago. I think you were actually part of that.
Yeah.
She's actually one of my sponsors now as well, because just like you, she puts out good shit in that, and for the people who follow wherever the hell I do,
well,
whether it's you, whether it's somebody else.
I've been watching some of her content. I like the stuff where she does reviews on stuff, because some of that survival shit.
Oh yeah.
Some of that survival stuff is really expensive.
She does, yeah.
There's a lot of stuff out there that works, and there's a lot of stuff out there that doesn't work. And that's why I like her reviews, because like it kind of shows you what shit works and what works best. Because if you need to use that stuff, it's got to work, because you usually don't have.
It's got to work. No, and to your point, not only does it have to work, it has to work now.
Yeah.
It has to work when you're fucking doing it. Otherwise, guess what? It doesn't fucking work.
Yep. And you're up the creek, man.
Right. No, that's why I like it. Now, I made fun of her a few times because, again, she's a woman, so I have to make fun of her.
Always.
I think there was one thing she did with water.
Oh, I saw that.
I was like, oh, you saw that?
Yeah.
Hey, come for the actual information that may save your fucking life in case you need the water. Stay for, Morgan sucking on things just for fun.
Yeah.
I did that, but like...
Did she get mad at you for that?
I make fun of her, but it's good shit. It really is.
Did she get mad at you for that?
No, she didn't get mad at me for that. I think she just kind of ignored it. But she acknowledged everything else. She acknowledged that the fact that I added her to the list, just like what I did with your razor thing. I added that to the list of sponsors because I want people to go buy the fucking razors at etsy.com/shop/Lazarus Razors. I want people to go buy those. But I added her to that as well. What was it? RoguePreparedness.com. That's what it is. So every time I see, like she puts out something, I think she's been doing this for the last month or so. There's like a month of preparedness, and she has different things. The latest one she had out was, what was it? Backyard preparedness or something. I guess she's going to be cooking in her backyard or something.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, fine. There you go. I didn't have too much to talk about. I didn't have too many things to fuck with her about on that. And especially because she's a woman, I'm going to find ways to fuck with her on that. But, it's worth putting out there. And her shit is good shit. Tell me if I'm wrong. I think what she has to put out there is good. It really is.
Yeah, it's useful as hell. I know that.
I'll tell you one thing. I remember she was talking about concealed carry or whatever, and she talked about most women carry purses. And some people, like, they have their firearm, wherever it is, a 380 ACP or 9mm, wherever the fuck it is, they'll have it in their purse. And one of the stories that we will inevitably tell is there's a woman that we all knew. She had a gun. She had a firearm. It was in her purse. You want to know what happened with that firearm?
Something not good.
Oh, something not good indeed. What happened with that firearm? It stayed in her purse, in the bottom of her purse, well until after her rapist was fucking done with her. While her 2-year-old was in the car next to where the rapist was doing what the fuck he needed to do with her. Right there. That gun stayed in her purse until her rapist was done with her.
Yeah, most people will tell you who do concealed carry and stuff, and I do too. Whenever I was an instructor, I used to tell girls this. I'm like, don't leave your gun in your fucking purse ever. Always have it on your body.
No! You have to have it ready to fucking go. That's the whole fucking point of having the goddamn weapon. It has to be ready to fucking go when you need it. It can't be buried under anything else. I don't care what it is. I don't care if it's a melee weapon. I don't care if it's a fucking ranged weapon. I don't care. It has to be ready to go. That's the whole fucking point behind that story. We have this woman that basically she got used until the guy was done with her. She had a weapon. Guess what? It stayed in her fucking purse until he was done.
Uh-huh.
And her 2-year-old son got to watch that shit happen. If that's not a good enough story for you to actually be more fucking prepared, I don't know how to help you. I don't know. Have that shit ready to fucking go, is what I'm saying. Now that's something I put on Morgan's story there. It's not something that Morgan would need to hear. She knows. So I'm not worried about her. But I had to put it out there anyways.
Yeah,
some people actually need to fucking hear that. Some people need to fucking hear that. Bull Rush.
Yeah, it's like I said, it's never been something I've ever promoted. And like, if you're gonna carry a gun, you carry it on your body at all times. You figure it out. There's
carry it where it could be fucking used.
Yeah.
Where if you're under distress, it's ready.
Right. It could have been worse. He could have pulled the gun out from person and fucking used it on her kid. You know. There's a certain level. That's the whole thing about the responsibility of carrying a concealed weapon is just that. It's a responsibility, and you have to understand that you're gonna have to change up your behaviors to accommodate that. You're going to have to change up your clothing and stuff to accommodate stuff like that. But that's part of the game, man. It's part of accepting responsibility of that. You're going to have to wear, you can't wear tight-fitting clothes. That's for one thing. Here where I live, it's not that big.
Because you have to concealed carry.
Well, yeah. Well, the thing is like
you kind of have to have loose-fitting clothing.
Some places that not where I live here in Texas, we have open carry. I can open carry everywhere. I usually conceal carry.
In Texas.
Yeah, I usually conceal carry nonetheless. I don't care about printing. Most people don't pay attention. Even if you are printing, that's where you can see the outline of the holster and gun against the shirt, underneath the shirt. I don't give a shit about that because, contrary to popular belief, most people aren't even paying attention. Most
people aren't. You know what? I'm glad you brought that up. You're right.
Your average person is not aware.
Most people aren't paying attention to that.
No, they're on their phone or fucking, they're living in their own world. You're
100% right.
Their lack of
situational right about that.
Yeah, their lack of situational awareness and what's going on around them is astoundingly bad. But so that's why I don't really care about printing. You know, number one, it's still legal, and if I wanted to, I could open carry. And I've never been stopped before by anyone. One thing I can't do, I can't go on a school ground, school property. I can't go into a place that serves liquor, alcohol and stuff.
That they know of, by the way.
Right.
Ask me how I know.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say I haven't accidentally done that a couple times. There's a well, there's another thing too. Like there's some places here that like if you go private, you can go to a business and businesses can have a specific signage on the outside of their business.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
It's called a 30-06 sign. It's a 30-06 is
30-06 sign.
Yeah, it's illegal. It's the name of the code of the code. And it basically says that they don't want you to bring that you're not allowed to bring firearms on their premises of business, which is private property, so they can do that. My thing is,
right.
like, if they have a sign out there like that, in my opinion, they should have an armed guard there, trained armed guard there, if they're wanting me to.
Well, that would make sense.
Disarm.
And there's your problem.
And
because
it's not
that will make sense.
The thing is, it's not mom and pop stores that do this kind of shit. I've never seen one like that. It's these fucking like cinemas and stuff. If you go to movies or something, like if you go to like one of these or these big box movie theaters, they'll have signs out there like that, and it's like, bro, y'all these people around, you don't have them fucking, you don't have a trained security guard here, and you don't have any off duty police officers working side jobs, but you want me to take my gun off and leave it in the car. And this was after,
right?
And this was after that guy in Colorado that shot up that fucking theater. I'm like, bro, you're fucking high. I'm not taking my gun off. You're fucking high. Where's your paid security at? Oh, you don't have it? No, I'm not taking my shit off. Go fuck yourself.
Exactly. No, you're right. And that's my point. It's okay. You want to try to do this kind of inching thing. It's local, so you want to do these laws real quick. Okay, fine. But again, where does it end? Where does it fucking end? That's all. That's the question I've always asked about all this bullshit. Whether it's the mask thing, whether it's the vaccines, whether it's anything else, where does it fucking end?
It doesn't. It's about control.
No, it doesn't, and that's my point.
Well, it ends.
It never fucking ends.
Doing it. That's when it ends. When people say "fuck you," that's when it ends.
Well, you're right about that.
I mean, and I think Skip, free rifleman, he's right about your rights and stuff. You only have rights that you're willing to fight for. My thing is
exactly.
My thing is that you only have rights that you're willing to kill the other person for. Because I'm not dying for my rights. I'm just gonna kill the other person for trying to take mine away. So I hope they really.
I'll tell you this. It's, you know what? I actually talked about this the other day. Do you know when I'm gonna fucking stop fighting? Okay, we talked about all the ranged weapons, and fine. You got the AR-15s. You have the what is it? 7.62 by 51. I think that's the NATO standard for
7.62
sniper rounds.
Yeah, 7.62 by 39, 7.62 by 51. That's the big one. I think there's
39 is the one that's by the that's the Russian one. That's
yeah, there's an R38 or something like that in there. The R means Russian, but no one.
Whatever. It doesn't matter. Okay, We got the range weapons. All right.
Yeah.
I have those. Okay. I run out of those. And then guess what? I got the sticks. I'll break out the sticks. I'll start fighting with those. And then those break. And then guess what? I have the knives.
Bro,
And
those
I
things
break out the knives.
What are you fucking?
And then
Are
I
you
break out.
fighting? If you're gonna break those, what are you fighting? Like rock golems or something? How the fuck would those screaming sticks break, dude? Holy shit!
Hear me out here. Hear me out.
You're fighting fucking gargoyles or something. I don't know.
No, well, that's the thing. Hear me out. I break the sticks. I have to break out the knives. And now I'm using the knives. Now, I ended up breaking both the knives. What that means is now I have to actually go hand to hand. Maybe I use my fucking pins or whatever, like the ones that are like you use as Kubatons. Maybe I could use those.
Yeah.
We'll let those go for now. But now I've gone through every option that I could have aside from those.
You would probably
now-
be fired.
And now I have to go hand to hand.
Shit, fuck that shit.
And guess what? Maybe my hand gets broken. Maybe my hands get broken. Maybe my feet get broken. That could happen.
This is assuming you live
I'm
through all
still
that.
fighting. I'm still fucking fighting here, by the way. You know what I'm gonna do? If that fucking I lose my fucking limbs, guess what's gonna happen?
You're gonna die, man.
No.
You got a pineapple. You got a pineapple in your pocket, don't you?
I start biting.
Oh.
I start biting. I
Bite?
start using everything else I have ready to go. The point being is that I'm not giving up. I don't care what happens.
You move on to weapons of opportunity.
It doesn't matter what it is. That what do you
Dude,
call it?
I would
Losing the hand-to-hand weapons. My instructor, my grandmaster, actually, before he passed, he actually went through that. He fought for 3 or 4 days, actually, and when he was asked about that, he got asked, "Why did you keep fighting?" And you know what his answer was?
I have no idea.
Because they kept fucking coming. That's why.
I would love to pay. I would be willing to pay to see you fucking gnawing at somebody in a fight.
I've been there. You laugh. I've been there.
Your fucking lanky ass just fucking sitting there gnawing at a motherfucker. Mike Tyson.
Bull Rush,
fucking
you're
Mike
laughing. I've been there. I've actually done it. When I had nothing left, that's what I did. I've been there. So that's why I put this guy. Again, why did you keep fighting? Because they kept fucking coming. That's what my grandmaster actually fucking said. Because that's what he fucking lived. He did it.
Bet you wish he had more guns.
I bet he did. That would have made that a lot better, to be honest with you.
Hey,
You know, you're right.
Hey, check out this wood here.
But that's what happened.
Check it out.
I'm looking at it. Yeah.
That's badass, huh?
It is.
It's called leopard wood. Leopard. It's got fucking spots. It's nice.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. Here's another one of that. But you can't see the spots on this leopard. He changed them.
Well, that's a bit different now. I mean, that's a finished product.
Almost. Then I got this. I gotta.
It's on its way. Yeah.
I cut this bitch out. That's Bolivian
Well,
razor.
it's your finished product, so whenever it's ready, that's when it needs to be ready.
I'll take this
Once
shit down.
you determine it's ready,
I'll take this shit
You
down
know?
to Goodwill and hand it out to the hobos. I don't give a shit. I watch these hobos fucking fight under the goddamn using my razors. I'll fucking love
okay.
it. Fucking bunch of hobos knife fighting with my razors. I'll get video of it.
Oh boy.
I'll put it in
Here
fucking
we
YouTube.
go.
I don't care.
We got Bull Rush. He's gonna be fighting with his own fucking razors
I'm not fighting. I'm
against
gonna
other
be
people's razors.
I'm gonna be filling hobos.
Okay, here we go.
Whoever wins gets a McDonald's deluxe fucking hamburger.
By the way, I'm never saying that's what's gonna happen with Bull Rush's razors. It's the top-notch shit. I'm just saying that. It's the good shit. This is what you want.
First rule of Hobo Fight Club: don't talk about Hobo Fight Club.
Bull Rush's razors, that's what you want. If you're listening to this podcast or whatever is going on here, you can go to the goddamnbacon.com, but I'll tell you what, go to Bull Rush's thing there, Etsy.com/Lazarus Razors. Go get his razors. Just saying.
I have my razors on.
I'm good at putting that out there.
I also have an OnlyFans account for my razors as well. I shit you not, I do.
I believe you. I believe it.
But it's free though. Like anyone can go do it. So it's technically
Wait,
not.
what was it?
Huh?
What was the account you were talking about?
OnlyFans.
Oh, okay. He's on OnlyFans too, apparently. Okay.
Yeah, I'm on OnlyFans. Well, my razors are. I'm not. OnlyFans. No, it's OnlyFans.
Why would you even bother with that?
It was a joke.
You got better things to do.
Rob made an account, and then I made one for my razors.
Okay. All right. You did it as a joke. All right. Got you.
Yeah, Rob made me do it, dude. He's the instigator. God damn it. I'm a bitch instigate shit.
Oh my god.
Well, he made one. I was like, I gotta make one too.
I can't see why I drink during the show. I can't see why.
What?
I can't see why I drink during this. I can't see why.
It's because I like you better this way. Why do they show me like a picture of dudes without their shirts on? What the fuck? I don't want to see that shit. I want to see my razors. They're beautiful. They're like my little retarded children. I love every single one of them.
Well, hey, you know what? Send me pictures of your razors, and I'll just fucking put them out there.
On what
I'll
platform?
post pictures of them. I got no problem promoting your shit, man.
Where are you gonna promote them at? Though?
Look, I felt bad. Look, I felt bad enough.
I don't want a bunch of motherfuckers from Grindr DMing me about fucking razors, dude. Okay?
No, you're not gonna get that from me. You're not gonna get that from my fucking following, at least as far as I can tell. Who knows? But you know what? Send me whatever you want me to promote, and I'll promote it. And trust me, I don't think you're gonna get too much from the Grindr section.
Thank God.
But the people who follow what I do, they actually, they will at least take a look at
people? Because I mean, if they are, just don't even bother. I don't want poor people looking at my stuff. Except you.
Some of them are. It doesn't matter.
Are they
Trust
hobos?
me. If they want to,
If they're hobos, I'll give them
promote
one
it.
for free. If they're hobos, I'll give them one for
Put
free.
it this way: if they want to actually support it, they will. It doesn't matter how much money they have.
If they're hobos, I'll give them one and a Big Mac, and they can fight. And I can film it and run it as a commercial. I'll run it as a Super Bowl. I'm pretty sure ad spots are cheap by now.
Sorry, give me a second.
Prime time Super Bowl. You see my ad up there with two hobos fighting under a bridge with my razors over fucking Big
Well,
Mac.
no, look. I mean, look. Put it this way: I wouldn't promote your shit if I didn't think it would get decent traffic. That's why I do it.
So what you're
I
saying
think
is,
I actually have. You're one of the regular. Well, you were one of the regular ones before I closed things down, and you're going to be one of the regular people that I want to advertise once I get things back ramped up again.
so what you're saying is your milkshake brings all the boys to the yard, huh?
It helps at least.
It helps.
At least
They
as
get
far as people have told me. Yeah,
They just
it
come on.
helps.
Got to boost the signal, man.
That's the idea. That's why I do it.
Ah, fuck.
I want to make sure that what you have going on, gets as much exposure as possible. Always announce it. I always, when I was doing the regular show, that don't worry, I'll be back at that at some point. But when I was doing it, I would announce that, okay, let's talk about Lazarus Razors. Etsy.com/shop/Lazarus Razors. He creates the fucking razors. He gets the good razors. He raises them from the fucking dead. He takes these razors, he fucking builds them, and he fucking makes them ready for you to fucking buy. Literally out of the fucking box. That's what Bull Rush does here. He takes these razors and he fucking makes them ready to fucking go right out of the fucking box. As shown by, Rob of robsays.net. Even he's taken and he's never taken a razor that he doesn't know about. He took a razor from Bull Rush. Bull Rush or Lazarus razors. He took it directly to his fucking head and just fucking tried it out. He never does that. And he took the fucking chance to do that. And he was not disappointed. There you go. That's what you need to know about these fucking razors that Bull Rush fucking puts out at Lazarus Razors. That's how I would do the advertisement.
I didn't need a men's club group to tell me to do it either. I just did all by myself.
Look, well, that's just how I would do it,
I took the initiative. Oh yeah, I sent you I DM'd you a picture on Twitter.
Okay.
Yeah, look at it. That's usually what they start out whenever I first get them. That's about the general state of condition they're in when I first get them. They're pretty nasty.
Well, to be honest, I'll look at it. Don't worry about that. I'll look at it, but you know what?
Oh, you can't look at it right now?
I trust you. I trust you. I understand what you're dealing with. And so that's what, if I'm going to do an advertisement for that, there's no problem with that. I can do that.
Have you seen?
No big deal. Not at all.
Have you seen my picture of Pineapple Rob?
Huh?
Have you seen my pineapple Rob meme? I just sent it to you. Don't
No.
worry about it. I sent it to you. It's in your DMs too.
Oh boy, here we go. All right. Shit, I gotta look up. Hang on. I'm looking at oh, there's Vince. For whatever reason, I'm looking at Vince's picture. Oh, and there's Aaron Clary. He's holding dildos. Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, what am I supposed to look up?
The straight razor. The,
You send me this on Twitter?
yeah,
I
it's
can
on
see
Twitter.
the straight razor. That's fine. Yeah, I can see it.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's usually the state of condition that they're in whenever I first get them. That's the before picture.
3:07 a.m.
Yeah, 5:07. I'm on Central Standard Time, dude. You're on Pacific.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
It's still like 3 o'clock over there. You're at.
It
I live
is.
I live in a
That's
time zone that we gotta get shit done. So ain't time to fuck around with it. Goddamn
No,
Pacific.
I see what I see what you mean. Yeah.
I'm fucking Pacific time and shit. I'm still sleeping.
I'm surprised you're up for this shit here, to be honest with you, man.
Yeah, I slept in late today, so when I sleep in late, it's hard for me to go to sleep. I just go
Fair
and stay
enough.
up.
No, I see what you sent me. No, you're right.
Well, then I started working on these razors, and I lose all track of time whenever I do that. So when I get busy, like I don't like time doesn't mean shit to me.
Fair enough. I'm the same way. Once I get moving, it doesn't matter what the work is, really. I understand what you mean. But I'm looking at what you sent me. Now you're right. That's something that I can understand. That's what you would have been sent, and that's something that you would have to work with.
I also have a pamphlet
I get
out.
it.
I also have a pamphlet out. I just sent it to you. I have a pamphlet out on Gumroad, in case anyone's interested. 97 cents. Little pamphlet.
Okay. And you're right about that too. You're 100% right about that.
Well, seems like people don't know how to do that nowadays as much as they used to. So I figured I'd just put out like a little.
You are not kidding. You're not kidding about that.
When I was growing up, we used
Ask
to do
him.
that all the time. Like you constantly heard that. You know, now it's like you say that to somebody.
Well, it's different these days. That's for fucking sure.
Like nowadays, you say that to somebody and they're gonna ball up on the ground and start crying. Or it's gonna be some fucking.
God.
Or it's gonna be some goddamn.
You're not kidding. You are not kidding about that.
Or it's gonna be some.
How many people have taken a fucking punch to the face? How many people have taken a punch to the face?
I don't know. I know I haven't punched no one.
I'm gonna guess damn near zero.
Now you're gonna have some Karen she'll whip out her fucking cell phone and start yelling at you and shit like that, telling you to hit her.
Well, hey, you've been punched in the face. I've been punched in the face. We have that in common.
We're almost like brothers.
And then anyone who listens to this show, I'm gonna guess we at least have that in common. Anyone else? Probably fucking not.
If you're not, come find me. I can fix that for you.
And we need that.
It
ain't gonna happen anytime soon.
I told Vince we need.
We need that.
I told Vince we need a Village by the Lake beatdown.
Oh, the Salt Lake beatdown. There we go.
Oh, beatdown, yeah.
fucking awesome. You know what? I'd be willing to get my ass kicked. If anyone could come over and kick the shit out of me, I'm fine with that. Come kick the shit out of me. I love that. I would love that to happen. If you guys can come kick the shit out of me, I would love that to happen. I need it, actually. It's been a while since it's happened to me, actually. And
Well,
I
you know-
kind of need to be reminded. I need to be reminded what it's like to get the shit kicked out of me.
You probably.
We're not even talking about everyone else. We're not talking about the fucking 95%. We're not talking about everyone else. I'm just talking about me.
Well,
Kick the shit out of me. That'd
You know
be
what?
fucking interesting.
I'll tell you what you can do. You can go on FetLife, and you can probably find a broad to do that for you. She'll fucking come over to your house once a week, beat the shit out of you for about 30 minutes or
Well,
an hour.
that's something different. That's kind of planned. We're talking about.
Oh no, she'll fuck you up, dude. She will fuck you up.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. That's
She'll
something worth considering.
She'll handcuff you to a fucking bed or something, and just beat the shit out of you for about however long it takes.
I don't know. That's something totally different. I'm talking about an actual hand-to-hand thing there.
She'll punch you in the lip, I guess.
No, but you know what? Just, you're right.
Yeah, people are.
I'm even looking at myself and like,
People
there's
are
been a long time since I've been punched in the face.
Well, it's not really something you go out and look for, man. I mean, shit. You get the wrong fucking.
No, I
person,
get that.
You get the wrong person, they can punch you, and you're done, dude. Like.
No, I get that. But you're right. I need to at least have something close by that, at least by proxy.
The punch in the face is just a placeholder for adversity, you know, and that's
Right.
the main thing.
You're right. No, you're 100% right.
You don't have to go looking for fights and shit. You don't have to go to biker bars and start shit. I wouldn't do it. But some stuff you like go out camping and stuff by yourself for a weekend. You know,
I've done that. No, here's the thing. I've done that.
If you want to do
I've
that,
gotten pretty much lost
Yeah,
to the point where, like, we didn't know where the fuck we were. I've gotten to that point.
well, you don't
I've
have to
done
do
that.
Like, know where you're going at least, but like go out there, bring you fucking.
No, well, that's what I'm saying. I
Bring your
got to
cup
the
on
point
the
where we got to the point where we didn't even know where the fuck we were.
Well, that's probably not good.
I had to figure out where we were.
Right. Well, that's good.
I was the one that figured it out.
Well, you should. You're the one that got fucking everybody lost. Shit.
Well,
But
I
yeah.
was the one that did that. You know, you're right, actually. So, you know,
Yeah.
you're right.
Circle of life. Hakuna Matata.
But no, what I mean to say is, you're right. I need to have that shit a little bit more readily available.
Yeah,
Maybe it shouldn't be that crazy, but fine. Maybe I need to have my face punched in against every once in a while. Maybe I need to have that.
Just grab you a little personal pup tent and a rod and reel or a rifle or something and go out in the woods.
Exactly.
Bring some lighters. Just make a weekend out of it. You'll have adversity plus you'll get
What
to.
happened the last time we ended up getting lost, I found out how to get back to where the fuck we were.
Well, that's
And
good.
it went against most of what other people would think of. I figured it out.
Well, that's
But
what
I
you're supposed to
figured
do.
out how to get back to where the fuck we were going.
That's good. use critical thinking skills. That's in short supply these days too.
I don't know. Well,
It's just kind of amazing.
It's nothing that I want to brag about, but it's what happened.
Well, but the thing is though, is that you're under pressure to do something, to get something done, and so that got your little noggin jogging, and you figured it out. You didn't have to rely on it.
That's the idea. That's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
It's like, if you have to get shit done, that's how you fucking do it. You don't have a fucking choice. I had to fucking do it.
Yep.
If I didn't do it, it wouldn't have gotten done.
And now you have a cool story to tell your future grandkids. Because you got lost in the woods and you made it out alive. Hey, there's been people that have gotten lost in the woods. There's people who have gotten lost in the woods and never come back out. There's a lot of instances of that. And
you're not wrong about that.
So you just be lucky you weren't that statistic, you know.
That was the idea. I knew that was a possibility. I knew I could have been a statistic, as you said.
Yeah, it's always a possibility.
And I looked at it, I was like, no, I'm not doing this. No, yeah. I'm not playing along. No, I'm not.
Well, that's what I was talking about a couple weeks ago on his stream, was that, you know, you can do all that stuff, man, and have everything right, and then nature can still throw you a curveball that you didn't see. And
that's something that's been said a whole lot. You know, Rob said it a lot. Nick August has said it a lot. Joe Dolio has said it a lot. I think even you've said it before. Not too much, but you said it too. Yeah. So yeah. Okay, you prepare for everything, but this fucking thing can fuck you over. Okay, that's fine. So what do you do after it fucking happens?
Well, the thing is that the main point of it is that don't spend your whole damn life in preparation. You still have to live your life. Okay. There's people out here, preppers and stuff, they've got tens of thousands, if not more, dollars of their money, hard-earned money, that they have wrapped up in a bunch of this stuff. And, you know, it's cool and everything, but it's still an investment that they may never see, you know, the returns on. Now, I know they probably enjoy it, huh? But I mean, clearly, I know people who are into prepping, and they've spent like tens of thousands of dollars on like underground filtration systems and all this stuff, underground stuff. You know, MREs. Oh yeah, people get crazy with it. You know, in preparation for something that may never come, dude. And it's like their whole life. It's how they identify themselves. I'm just like, dude, do you ever go fucking?
I'll be honest. I have not gone that fucking far. Now, I have plenty of water. I have plenty of a lot of other things, but I have not gone that fucking far. Just to be honest with you.
Well, there's people that.
But here's the thing, you know, like what you said, you don't know what the fuck is gonna happen.
Nah, you don't. I mean, there's no point in.
It can go crazy.
There's no point in overthinking it. You know.
You're right.
So I mean, it's like, yeah, you can have like an underground command cavern with purified water filtration, air filtration system, and all that shit.
Go with what Rob said. You know what? He had somebody who was washing his body or whatever, and
yeah, he just passed out. Yeah, he passed out.
Well, here's what happened with them. I actually know what happened. Just as far as I can tell, at least. I could be wrong, but as far as I can tell, he straightened his knees too much. And what happens when you do that? You constrict the blood flow that can go to your head.
Yeah.
Excuse me, I'm taking a. I was taking a shot. Sorry.
Yeah, I think that's what happened to him too, or something.
Well,
Anyway,
that's what happened.
Anyway, he passed out. He passed the fuck out.
He had his legs too straight, and so the blood flow wasn't getting to his brain, and that's what happened. He lost blood flow to his brain, and he ended up dropping. That happens.
Dude,
it happened to it happened to somebody that I knew. It happened to somebody that was in my squad, basically. Not a real squad like a Gerald DC squad or whatever, but squad nonetheless. It happened to him. I got to watch that happen, and that's what taught me, don't do what he fucking did.
Yeah, you can.
That's what that taught me.
You can stand up from your couch, man, get orthostatic hypotension and fucking pass out and hit your head on a coffee table and you're done.
Yes, you can. You are 100% right.
You know that feeling.
By the way, that's one of the things that I'm training against right now. Going from sitting down to actually fucking sprinting. That's something I'm training for right now.
Yeah. You ever done that though? You ever like sat up from a couch or something and stood up too fast and you start getting lightheaded?
I have.
That's called orthostatic hypotension.
I haven't had that happen in a very long time, but I've had it happen before. I know what you mean.
That's when you change the direction of blood flow too fast and your body can't compensate fast enough, so you get a little lightheaded because the blood rushes back down into your limbs from your brain.
That's something that you need to fucking train for. That is
you
something.
Can't really train for it.
If you're listening to this, you need to fucking train for it. You should. I don't care who you are. I don't care who you are. If you're listening to that, you need to be able to go from sitting to fucking running.
Oh, well, yeah.
Learn to fucking do it. I don't care who you are. If you're listening to this broadcast, you need to learn to do that. Do it fucking now. I mean now. Before you actually have to physically fucking do it. To save your fucking life. And not only to save your life, to save the life of your fucking, I don't know, your family members.
I'm going to be honest
with you. Save your fucking kids, whatever. I don't care.
I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not going to prepare for that shit because there is no bullet out there that I can outrun. It just won't happen. 5.56.
It doesn't matter if it's that's the thing. It doesn't matter if it's a bullet. It matters who's behind it.
Yeah.
So
I mean, it's just stuff like that, though. I mean, it's like, yeah, you can train, do all that shit, but I don't know. If it's something you really want to do.
No, my thing is, that's a good. It's just a good skill to have. That's what I'm saying. It's a good skill to have. Borush.
Origami is a good skill to have. Makes you more impressive at parties.
That's a good skill to have at parties. Who cares about the parties? It matters what you make it to. This kind of thing. I don't know. This kind of thing, being able to go from sitting down to running, that's when I would want to have.
But the thing is, like,
and that's what I'm going to be working on.
Like that should be fairly easy for you.
It should be.
Now, unless you got you have some physical disabilities or something, yeah, that might be something you want to try to practice. But if you don't,
I don't
if you
care who the fuck you are. You should have that anyway. Unless you have like something else that prevents you from doing that. I don't care who you are. Make sure you fucking have that going down.
I got a bad lower back, I can still get up and do that shit. Man.
I don't care if you have a bad lower back. I don't care.
I don't
Figure
either.
it the fuck out. And by the way, Bull Rush, I don't need to tell you this, but you'll figure it the fuck out. That's my mindset as far as that goes. I don't care. Figure it the fuck out.
You sound like my dad. It's weird.
Huh? Look, no, I mean, dude, you know, I love you to death, man. That's why I say this. Figure it the fuck out. And by the way, you know more about, you were in the Marine Corps. You dealt with more combat than I did.
Yeah.
So you know more about this than I do.
Oh, yeah.
So I shouldn't have to fucking say this. Figure it the fuck out. You
Well,
know. You know this. You're, again, I want you as part of Team Let 'em Burn.
I'll be practicing not being there, though. So I'm not going to have to worry about it.
Don't be there, Jitsu. There you go. There you go.
That's why I don't have to worry about fucking practicing to get up from a sitting position and running. 'Cause I'm not going to go
Dude, I have to look. Sorry, man, but I have to put that out there, and you know why I have to put it out there. You know that.
Yeah, because there's people that like to eat paint. That's why.
Dude,
there's some paint.
We are gonna need you. We are gonna need you, and if you can figure it out how to get through what the fuck I'm talking about, and I'm just some fucking layman. You were part of the Marine Force. You are a lot more professional than I am. If you can't figure it out farther than I can, then we're fucked. All I'm doing is saying this is kind of things that you might want to do if we want to get shit done. Okay? That's all I'm saying.
I'm in the getting shit done business all the time.
I would hope so. You are in the get shit done business. That's why I'm talking to you.
Then there's also the thing about self-preservation. It's who did that? Rolo tweeted me the other day or a couple weeks ago about I posted one of my razors. He said he'd get that one if he wasn't afraid that he cut his throat using it. And I'm like, dude, you play guitar.
Wait a minute. Wait, hang on. Wait. What do you call it? What's his name said he was afraid about cutting his throat or something?
Yeah, Rolo said he would get that one.
Rolo.
Yeah.
Rolo Tomasi.
He said he'd buy that one, but he'd be afraid he'd cut his throat using it. And I'm like, dude, the simple fact of self-preservation, you would not cause yourself enough injury to kill yourself. Plus, you play guitar. I mean, you got the fine and motor skills to use a razor if you can play guitar. Trust me.
Yeah, you know what? You're right. Because Rolo knows how to play guitar. Yeah, he should know that.
Yeah. It's just I'm just like, How's that an excuse? Oh, cut my throat.
No, you're right.
I've never heard of anyone cutting their throat to the point that they need to go to a hospital or something. Like it's I've never heard anyone accidentally giving themselves that critical of a wound during a little shave while they're shaving. You know, I've cut my throat a couple times, but it's just like little. It's mainly pressure cuts from putting too much pressure on the blade. And if I give you a nice little red line across there, but it's not like you're going to be gushing blood. Shit. That's the other thing too. Your skin is extremely elastic. It actually takes a lot. It actually takes a lot of force to cut into the skin and shit like that. And it's a pain in the ass. You know, that's why I thought, oh, it's just funny. It's like you're not going to fucking kill yourself unless you do it
No, I'm
intentionally.
glad I did this. I'm glad I did this. I got to hear what you had to say as far as all this goes. And as far as everything else goes. I'm glad we got to hear what you had to say. That's all I want to say. I'm glad I got to hear what you had to say. That's all I want to say.
You get free advice here, bro. Damn.
You have given that. You have.
That's better than Tony Robbins ever gave you. Shit. Big dumb homo. Dude, just believe in yourself. No, motherfucker, shut up.
No, you're right.
Dude made
You're right. You're absolutely right. Everything you say, you're right. It's, you know what? The advice that you've given is like, no, people should have paid for that, and they have.
That's what.
Or
That's
they
what
at least should have.
I always thought it was funny, like people that go to the Tony Robbins presentations and shit. I'm like, dude, if you're like in a rut in your life, this is what I'll do for you. I'll take you out to the middle of the fucking woods somewhere, like in Canada or Alaska or fucking Pacific Northwest. I will fucking airdrop you down there in a fucking parachute.
Oh God.
With a Bic lighter and a hatchet, and fucking see if you make your way out. If you can do that, you can handle life. You know, there's your what do they call that shit? There's your rite of passage. You're welcome.
I can believe it.
There's going to be 3 types of people that's going to happen. The first type is going to make it out. The second type is going to die, and they'll never get out. And there's a third type that will refuse to come back out. They'll just fucking live there. They're just like, fuck it, I like it better here. I think I kind of fall into that third category. I don't know. Some days I'll wake up and I'm just like, yeah, that sounds pretty fucking nice. But then I get coffee in me, and I'm just like, nah, I really like coffee, man.
No, I feel you, mate.
Then I get on Twitter, I'm like, God, fucking wood's looking nice now, right now. Yeah, I gotta fucking worry about bears and shit, but fuck. It's not that big a deal. How big a deal can it be? It's just a mountain lion. Fuck them.
I'll tell you what. It's what do you call it? It's not gonna be crazy for me.
No?
No.
Well, that's good.
No, it's gonna be over real fucking quick.
Are you chewing on plastic or something? What are you eating? You chewing on your lip? God damn it.
It's good stuff.
What are you chewing on? Why is Beto O'Rourke on my fucking timeline? Get the fuck out of here. God, that guy's a fucking dork, man.
Put it this way.
You know that motherfucker got beat up a lot in school. He just got that kind of face and demeanor. He got beat up a lot in school. It's probably why he wants to be a politician now. It'll never happen again. No, I'm the bully. I take all the guns away from him. What are you doing? You still awake? I gotta get off here so I can go do stuff. Hey. Goof. Jesus Christ, he's dead.
Okay.
Hey, you still awake?
Still alive, yeah.
I gotta go. I gotta go do stuff. I have to go drink a pot of black coffee and take a cold shower, do some burpees.
Really?
No, not really.
Okay, just a second.
I'm gonna go finish these razors up, post them, sell them, make Skrilla.
Yeah, fun with that.
All proceeds from my razors go toward progressing my degeneracy.